Hey everybody, welcome to challenge number 40, train number 1 of 3. I'm Will, PPC coach. How you guys doing today? Give me 1 in the chat box so you can hear me and see my screen okay. You should see a cool new little thing I found, which is going to allow me to draw for $50 in an awesome way. So I actually spent some time prior to this, about 20 minutes to find this thing, but it's awesome. So I'll show you this in a second because we got a lot to cover. So let me know where you're at. Well, a couple people are trickling in here. I'm in London. It is cold. It is -3 degrees Celsius. We have snow on the ground, and I am glad that I'm heading to Florida next week because that's going to be awesome. Anyway, let me know where you're at. Rock Hill, 47 sunny. Snowy, Edmonton, -3 isn't cold. -28. What? -28? Oh, that's cold. Well, I grew up about 8 hours north of where I am now, and in Sault Ste. Marie, and we got a ton of snow, and like it would be like -20, -30 some days. With the wind chill, it'd be like -40. So, yeah, wet and 8 degrees in New Zealand. Second day of summer. Oh yeah, summer over there, winter over here. Nice. Thank you. I will try. We're not going to Disney, but we're going to Universal, and we're going to a water park, and we're going to a Raptors game versus Orlando on Friday night. So that's going to be awesome. And we're staying at this kind of like resort hotel, which is right by Disney. But my kids, the older ones, are like, they're into Harry Potter more than anything. So they want to go to Universal, and we've been there before, and they loved it. So we're going to go there. I used to go to Busch Gardens as well, quite a bit, and we actually went there on our last trip. And so when you go there when you're like 10 years old, and then you go there when you're like 40 years old, man, what a difference. It seems so much smaller when I went when I was older. San Antonio, Texas, 50 degrees, nice. Right on. Yeah, we're going now to Florida because we want to avoid the crowds. We've done this before where we went before the Christmas break for school, and it worked very well. The crowd, there's like, it's almost like the calm before the storm at all these theme parks. So we loved it. We could go on rides super fast, didn't have to wait in line. But anyway, enough of that. Let's dive in. I'm going to do my draw here. So I got to go to my site and find out who's about to win $50. So we have, I even made a post there. 3 of you. So the rest of you, wait, yeah, 3 of you. I guess I didn't really mention it in the last training, so I don't know if anybody did it, but there's 3. So Robin, Roxanne, and Michael, one of you is about to win. So let's go between 1 and 3. Watch this. Isn't that cool? Then I go like this. I'll spin it, and it'll stop on its own. You can't hear the little computer audio, but it's actually doing like a roulette, or a little tink, 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 tink. So who won $50? Number 1. Isn't that awesome? I should have used this all the time. All right, number 1 is Roxanne. You won $50. Email me, ppccoach@gmail.com, and I'll send that over to you. Congrats. Good job. All right, let's move on now. So we did the draw. Now, the other thing I did in here is I put a question that I'm going to answer now. And that was in here, and that was right in here. So this is a question I was asking on the forums, and that is, what is the biggest key factor to success on Etsy? And we got some good, really good input. So absolutely, these are all correct, but there is one that nobody said. So if I had to pick one, I would guess taking care of your shop and customers. Etsy seems to like when you're constantly working on your shop. Yeah, kind of agree, kind of. Well, definitely take care of your customers. I don't know about the constantly working on your shop thing. I haven't really noticed a difference if I work on it once a week or every day, honestly. I know some people swear, like if I'm in there tinkering every day and listing products, it works. So I don't know. I wish I could like go to Etsy headquarters and like tie up the CEO and say, how do I get my shop to get more sales? Is this true? Is this true? Is this true? But I mean, really, only they know. Second thing, personalization of some sort. Yep, definitely a key factor. In fact, the word personalized gifts is searched for like thousands and thousands of times per month on Etsy. So that is a key, but it's not the biggest factor. There's another one, continuously posting new listings. Yeah, I mean, you do have to put new stuff up, but I don't know about the continuously. I'm on the fence about that. Build an email list. Yep, definitely need an email list, 100%. But the biggest key factor is one word, and it's time. Time is the key. So we see a lot of screenshots in Facebook groups, in Etsy groups. We see a lot of big time sellers in Facebook groups that are like, you know, I had $1,000 day, or I've sold like 50,000 of these, or I've sold like my store just crossed 10,000 in sales, and we all sit there and you know, you go, as if you're new to it, you go, holy cow, how'd they get there? What's the secret? What's the secret to success? And I'll tell you right now, the secret is there is no secret. The secret is time, and time is the thing that for online marketers and for people like me, I'm guilty too. I need that instant gratification. If I don't get it, I start looking in other places, because I'm like, either I'll start tinkering, or I'm going to start losing faith, or I'm going to start shifting gears. So I think time is the most important thing. If you can build a shop and just consistently put in products, I don't think it has to be daily, but upload new products till you get to the point where you've got like 1,000 on there that you've done your research on, you've optimized, you got videos going, you got social media going. Eventually you get over that hump and Etsy will start sending you traffic. But Etsy doesn't send you traffic when you're new. And what I mean by sending you traffic is when you go to Etsy and you type in up here, so we're going to type in something like name necklace, because this is what we're going to be selling, right? So all these listings here, right down here, so this line is ads, but this is not ads. So this personalized name necklace, whatever, silver, this particular listing right here is getting a ton of clicks. Now these ads are getting clicks too. Most loved, these are getting clicks for sure. And if I look at this one, look at the name of the store. So you can see who your competition is. So let's just go to this one first, just to reiterate. So this is a listing, and you can see this thing has 12,978 reviews. If we do our magic little number thing here, oh, where'd my calculator go? What? I switched my layout. Come on, I hate it when I do that. The other day, my freaking clock on the bottom right of my screen was different than my computer time, and I have no idea why. Where did it go? Okay, calculator. Okay. Where are you? There you are. So if I do my little thing, and I go 12,978 reviews, divided by, let's say about 15%, do it, 86,000 sales on this one little product here. And I can actually confirm this because using my spy tool, yeah, all these listings for these necklaces are getting a boatload of sales. So you're like, how the heck am I going to compete with that? This shop has been around forever, right? So let's go to the shop that has 1.9 million sales. Dear God. And look at the one, kind of, let's scroll down here. They used to say when it opened. I can't remember. This one, I found it somewhere, is years old, like years and years and years. So they didn't get to 1,278 listings overnight. They didn't do it in a month, and all of a sudden they started making a boatload of sales. It took them a while to get there. And if I think I Googled it to find this out. How old? Or it was in about, it was somewhere. Where the heck was it? They put like how long they've been in business. I can't find it now, of course. You know what I did? I think I went to the end of their reviews. "36 pages of reviews." Yeah, like literally Etsy has to shut them off. There it is. That's where I found it. 2014. What year are we in? 2022. How old's this shop? 8 years. So 8 years, and they're at 1.9 million sales. Now, speaking as somebody who helps people to figure this stuff out, I can tell you that Well, since I haven't even been showing people how to do Etsy this long, there is nobody in my membership, in my group coaching program, in my boot camps that has been running a shop for 8 years on Etsy with like my training. There's a few that started in like a little bit later and they already have success. But every time now, whenever I see a big screenshot on Facebook, whenever I see a shop doing really well, I scroll down and I say, when did they open? And there is, I challenge you to go find a shop that has a ton of sales in a short time frame. And I'll tell you, I've looked and I can't find it. So if you, that'll be kind of the challenge to you guys. Go to Etsy, try and find a shop, a big shop that has a lot of sales in a short time frame, and you won't. So I'm in other programs too, and I've bought other courses and everything on Etsy, and I feel like I've gotten pretty good at it. And I feel like what people do is when something appears to not be working for them, they start tinkering and they start doubting and they start saying, well, if that didn't work, then I got to do something else. When in reality, it's just one thing that is in the background working against them that they don't know about. So I think if we all start shifting our mind and going, okay, Etsy's a long-term play. I'm going to be here a while. I will make sales, but unless you're really, really bad at your designs and your products and your listings and your titles and your keywords and your tags and your videos and your mock-up images, you're going to make money on Etsy if you stick with it. It's just a matter of time. So time is absolutely 100% the most important factor on Etsy. I even found a list of bigger stores. I'm going to go to this Belky Mood. This is a new one. I haven't seen this one. 139,000 sales. So I'm going to say this store is probably a little bit newer. Personalized jewelry, dainty, stylish designs. So they're doing the necklaces. I think they're doing these handmade. That's a cool profile. Keep. So if I go down here, updates, 2019. So look at 1.9 million compared to 139 million. 2019, we're in 2022, so that's about 2 years old. Okay, 2 years, they got to that. And this is a handmade thing. Okay, so that gives you some perspective. They can get there in 2 years doing some handmade stuff. What if you gave Etsy a year? What if you gave it 2 years? You're going to start seeing sales because Etsy gets, unfortunately, they are battling a lot of fraud. A lot of, I don't know where they're coming from in the world, but let's pick on Russia and let's say that some Russian guys are launching a bunch of Etsy shops and doing fake listings and taking money and maybe they're money laundering or whatever the hell they're doing. Etsy's got to battle that fraud all the time. So one way that they can battle fraud is they know that if somebody's doing some kind of criminal activity or they're not on the up and up, time is in Etsy's favor. So Etsy can wait and they can wait it out. So they can say, okay, this new shop, there's a couple red flags on it because of IP addresses or wherever. So we're just we'll let them open, but we're not really gonna give them any traffic because they're not really a trusted seller yet on Etsy's back end. And then I think the key factor to becoming a trusted seller is, yeah, it's getting sales. Yes, it's getting good reviews. But the key number one factor is time. And how long have they been doing it? Have they been putting constant effort? Because you got to think somebody who's not really into it is going to kind of half-ass it. They might do a couple listings and then they give up and then the store just sits there idle. And Etsy sees that and they go, okay, I'm not going to bother with that. I think that's where the continuous listing thing comes from. Because people always say, just list more products and you'll be fine. Just list more, list more, list more. But what they really should be saying is, give it time. Like, list more every week. List a couple a week. Even if you list like one a week for like 2 years, you'll be better off than somebody who lists like one a day for like 3 months and then stops. And Etsy looks at that and goes, okay, well, they gave up on the Etsy shop, so we're not going to give them any traffic at all. So this is what I'm seeing with Etsy. I'm seeing a lot of shops that I don't see any that are like 2022 that have like 100,000 sales. So I don't know if you guys have found that, but let's just try another one. Watch this, I'll be proved wrong. 60,000 sales. So let's look at this one. Oh, and I keep showing these because these are the personalized custom name necklaces too, which is awesome. This one has like dates on them. which, by the way, pretty sure you can do numbers. I gotta double check that. Let me double check that before I say anything else. 2021, 60,000. That's pretty cool. That's some good progress there. But I'm looking for a 2022, and I don't really have one. Let's try this one. Then we'll move on. North Storm CA. Oh, from Toronto. Right now. Due to current pandemic, might be delay post mail. 44 listings. Oh yeah, they're handmade. These have got to be handmade. That's impressive. 75,000 sales. Nice. Let's go down here. 2020, 2 years. I'm gonna say too, if you start in 2020 with handmade on Etsy, you went through the pandemic for 2 years where everybody was buying, and now we're in that little lull after the pandemic. So things move in cycles, it happens, but this isn't print on demand. This is definitely a lot higher quality stuff, I think, if it's gold. Yeah, very cool. It's a real shop, I'm sure. Probably. Anyway, my point is, give it time. That's it. That's my point. So that's what we're going to do with Etsy. We're going to give it time. And when you give it time, by the time 6 months passes, a year passes, now you're starting to get some traction. Now you're starting to get some sales. And all you did was put in consistent effort. So yes, I guess the advice of, just list more is partially correct, but I think you got to add to that with, you got to give it time too. Etsy's not an overnight thing. If you want overnight, you got to do something like Shopify and ads. That's where you get the instant gratification. It moves a lot faster, but whenever anything moves faster, you're also going to be paying more to do it, which is your ads up front. Typically when you're running ads online now, you're breaking even on the front end and you're making all your money on your email list. So that's something that a lot of others don't want to tell you either, but it's true. I know guys that got into some message cards and they started a new shop and then they're like, I'm getting sales. And they're posting these screenshots like, I hit 1,000, hit 5,000, hit 10,000. And then one guy I know, he's like, oh yeah, I'm thinking of selling my shop. I'm like, why? He's like, well, I'm not making any money. I'm like, but you're posting big screenshots. What do you mean? I knew what he meant, but he goes, yeah, well, the Facebook ads I'm running are actually losing money, so I don't really want to do this. I was like, but it looks so good. Like, because you posted all these screenshots and it looked fantastic. And then all these masterminds and other guys that came over from the drop shipping world, they're all doing the same thing. They're posting big screenshots, but they're not being fully transparent in the fact that they're barely taking anything home in their pocket. So from a instant gratification side, if you want that, you can get that. You got to do Shopify. Okay, Shopify and ads, you'll get that instant gratification. If you want more of a long-term turtle versus hare scenario, you're the turtle in this marathon, it's Etsy, and it's not a sprint. It is a slow, long, drawn-out process. So it takes a lot of patience to make Etsy work. And I think a lot of people quit Etsy because they lose patience. Because they want that instant gratification, but it's just not there. So two worlds, two different routes, two different rewards. They do both work though. They just require different mindsets and different perspectives. So I wanted to cover that and get that out of the way because a lot of people that I've talked to have said, like, I've had this shop for like a month, or I've had it for like 2 months or 3 months, and it's really not doing anything, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And I'm always like, well, let me see. So they show me the shop, and unless there's something glaringly obvious with like designs that are just really bad, or there's no optimization, or the basics, I mean, it all 9 times out of 10 it boils down to, it's just a time thing. Just keep doing it and you'll make it. So I wanted you guys to hear that from me, so so you can have some little frame of reference for when you're sitting there going, why aren't I making like 10,000, 70,000, 100,000, 1.9 million sales, and these guys are? Well, it's just time. That's it. It's time. And now I know there are some people that have been doing this for a long time, and they've got a lot of listings, and they're still not getting traction. And that just could be product. Could be designs, could be pricing, could be anything. So there are some other factors, but the key one is time. All right, now, so these little beauties, these custom name necklaces, how the heck are we going to sell these? Well, ShineOn actually made these available, and T-Launch made these available. So I'm going to show you this first. T-Launch has jewelry, and they have these necklaces. Okay, so don't think it's just one company doing it. There's a dog mom, double initial, which is cool, and then name necklace in that font, and then sports. So they have 4 ones. Now, I'm pretty sure these ones only work on Shopify, as far as I know. They do have an Etsy integration. Well, maybe it does work on Etsy. So T-Launch is one option. The other one is ShineOn. So you can go there. And I don't even know if they put it on the front page yet. No, they haven't updated their page. But they do have it in here. And that's the one that I'm going to teach you. Just because the system's super easy to use. And it connects nicely with Etsy. And then I'll show you how to like actually personalize them too. So it's very cool that way. So you're going to go here. You're going to click Get Started, create an account. Most of you already have one. That's going to be kind of a little homework for today. Now, how can we sell these? Somebody else asked me this. And if you go and look, even on, well, let's go to Etsy. And you say, how the heck am I going to sell a name necklace on Etsy? Well, you're going to go here. And we'll see a bunch of message cards. And there are already people that are putting name necklaces too. But for example, this one. You could make this a name necklace. Okay, so to my wife, to my beautiful wife, you're not only the mother of my children, you're also the beat of my heart. Always remember how much you mean to me. Wherever this journey takes us, I want us to go there hand in hand. Fate brought us together. Choice made us friends. Love made us together until the end. Blah, blah, blah. Love your husband. That can be a name necklace. So just swap out that one with the heart and the thing and put in a name necklace. And then in the title, I'm going to teach you how to do the titles, descriptions, and tags and all that, even hashtags. I'm going to show you how to put these things up on TikTok too for free. So that's in like training number 3. But on the side here, this one says heart to my wife necklace, anniversary gift for her wife, birthday, wife gifts for her, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. But we can also make these look more like, let's find Caitlin, this, and this. Oh, order. Name, ring, no, name. Name. So this one just says personalized name necklace, customized your name jewelry, best friend gift, gift for her, bridesmaids gift, mother gift. So you can see that all they did was take that. We're going to combine like this kind of listing with this kind of listing. That's what this whole training is going to be about. And instead of having this necklace, it's going to be like one of these going across right there. And the mock-ups will all be generated. You can tell this Le Petit pendant. These are ShineOn ones that they're selling. So we could make this listing too. Let's go to their shop. And this leads us right in to the third part. Look at this store. So 20,875 sales, 2,077. These are all, oh, they got put candles in there too. Mainly, I thought they were like, yeah, they seem to be mainly ShineOn message cards. So let's go down here, see how old this store is, 2020. There you go. Shop website. So they must have a Shopify store too. And do they? Or maybe they're just making one. Oh, up there. Yeah, I think they're just making one. Anyway, let's go up here. So here's an idea for you. If you want to figure out what am I going to do? What am I going to sell? Well, we're going to get into niches and you can see there's niches on this one too, like mother, grandmother, daughter, granddaughter, sister, wife, soulmate, extended family, friends, birthday, wedding, pregnancy, sympathy, inspiration, gifts for professionals, gifts for men. I don't know many men that are going to wear these name necklaces, honestly. I'm sure there are. I think I would be focusing on females more than anything. So then they put in necklaces, candles, and bracelets. But so we got to look at niches, and then you got to figure out, okay, what time of year are we in? We're in December right now, and the cutoff for sales for December is coming up probably in about 2 weeks. So if you're going to focus on anything on Etsy right now, you could probably list some Christmas ones, and you'll probably get a couple more Christmas sales. But look at the next holiday instead, which is the next big one coming up is February. And you want to be ahead of the curve for this. So I would be looking at making custom name necklaces in all these different niches for February and for Valentine's Day, more than anything. So how do we do that? Well, we start doing some research. So that's where we know our product, we know the necklace, but we don't really have to go to all these other places and just say, okay, well, they did this one to my mom on my wedding day. You could even do that, and that could be a name necklace. Typically, when something's a featured item, it's because it's getting a lot of sales. You can tell this one has 458 reviews. If I just do this product analysis on it, they'll tell me basically that's almost 2 years old, 458 reviews, 3,200 sales, 151 a month, estimated monthly revenue $7,500. So here's one that you're going to want to make a note of. Okay, so what we're going to do is open up Snagit. I'm going to start building out our little database so we have some ideas to work with. And I'll take a snap of that. And we can turn this niche, so this is a bride buying it for their mom as a wedding gift. But imagine the bride buying it for their mom, and this is their mom's name instead of that little, what's that called? Love knot. Let's go File, Save As, make a new folder here. And this is, and these custom name necklaces, they can go year round. So we can, like I said, we can focus on Christmas, we can focus on Valentine's Day, short term, but long term, something for a bride to buy as a gift for their mom is not a bad one either. So the niche for this one would be bride to mom. Well, let's open that. Save. Okay. Now let's do up what you're going to do. Actually, just do a little sheet. Let's go to Google. Kind of step one here. Make a new one. This will be and the usual image. I added a little bit to this now. I'm constantly evolving how I do my research. We'll see how I fill these in a second here. Bold, make that white, fill that black. Freeze one row. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to insert my image. See how I do this. Go to your folder. There we go. And there's some talk too on like folders versus Trello. Well, basically it's just between me and another guy in the program, but you can do Trello too. I don't know if any of you have really used Trello for organizing this stuff, but I just use, I use directories and Google Sheets mainly for mine. So you don't have to. Let's get the URL. Oh, this is going to be bride to mom. That'll be the niche. Reviews. How many reviews? 458, and it's priced at $60.12. And let's see if they're charging for shipping. Free shipping. Okay. So that's $60.12 Canadian. So 458. Price is 60.12. Oh, forgot a column here. It's going to be, which is going to be that number divided by 0.15. And then I got to insert another one for revenue, just estimate. Going to be that times that. That didn't do it right. That times that. That's better. And just format these babies. Yeah, wow, 183. Then just take the title on that one. One thing too to note. Base values only. So look at this title, and they have 1 comma, but it's like mother of the bride, gift from daughter, mother of the bride, necklace from bride, gift from mother. Like you can see, it doesn't even really make sense when a human's reading it, but when the Etsy algorithm's reading it, apparently people are trying this. I've been reading the Etsy community forums too, and people are trying to do this where they're not using commas, they're not using separators of any kind, and they're saying they're getting better results. So I don't know, maybe they are, maybe they're not. The description, you can check these out too. This one is not really that well written, to be honest. I'll show you how to do a really nice description, and then you can use it for a template. And then back here, I'm just going to grab, now I have like unlimited searches on this thing, so it's easy for me to grab the tags. So bride gift for mom, and now EverBee is putting the search volume in there. So bride gift for mom has 0 searches according to EverBee. Gift from daughter has 1. Mother of the bride gift has 8. So here's another one with 0. Bride to mother, and then necklace from bride to mom from bride. So those are all ones that you can put in, but they're not really doing much. And then mother of bride has 990, necklace for mom 362, on my wedding day 18, wedding gift for mom. So these are working. I mean, they're getting sales, but I think we can do a little bit better. So I'm going to copy that to the clipboard. I'm going to paste special over here. There we go. So now I've got everything. I got my image, I got my URL, status, notes, like niche, reviews, estimated price, estimated revenue, title, design, tags, all that. So all I'm going to do is copy this number part. I'm going to paste it here, just so I have the formulas. And then I'm going to go for the next one. So now, if I want, I'm going to say, actually going to do this. You can do to my wife, you can do to my soulmate, you can do to my daughter, you can do to my granddaughter, you can do all these different niches. If we have to my wife and we have these results on here, you'll see there's blankets on here too. You could take a blanket, if it's selling well, and you can chop up the quote into multiple custom name necklace message cards. Even this one, to my wife, kind of the ripoff of Disney here. I don't know how these guys aren't getting caught, honestly, but there's a gear bubble one. You can tell by the jewelry. So I want to analyze all these products. So I type that in, and then I go to product analytics. I'm going to close all these other ones because I think EverBee doesn't like it when there's a whole bunch of other ones open. And whenever this happens, when it stalls, just go minimize, or actually go maximize. Just reload the page. Because I think when there's a whole bunch open, EverBee actually gets confused. Or it just gets confused, period. There we go. That's better. So I'm sorting that whole page by total sales. and it's supposed to be to my wife. I'm getting a lot of ads in there. Let's make this wider. So if you look at the first one, it's an organizer, which I don't know why that's coming up from to my wife, but it's not what we're looking for. Second one is a personalized song plaque. Not really what we're looking for. Custom foil metallic song lyrics. Nope. Personalized music plaque with stand. Nope. 10 reasons why I love you. I don't know what this is. Okay. Well, it's got some reviews. You might be able to do something with that. I'm not quite sure how you'd convert that to a message card. But here's something too. To my husband, here's a Cuban chain necklace. So you're like, Will, I thought you were looking for wife stuff. I'm not going to sell to a man, right? Well, here's what we do with this. We just flip it. It's a nice quote. It's selling well. And this is for a wife to buy for their husband. But if we read the quote, it says, never, so imagine this, to my wife, never forget that I love you. Sometimes it's hard to find words to tell you how much you mean to me. If I did anything right in my life, it was when I gave my heart to you. You're my best friend, my soulmate, my everything, always and forever. Love your husband. Just flipped it. And now I got a wife one. And I got one that's working well. It's proven. I got 115 reviews on that. So why not? Why not flip it? So let's go file. Oops. Save as. Now to my wife, when you search out on Etsy, you're going to find a lot of print on demand sellers. Let's go here. Let's insert this into our sheet. Insert there. Oh, one other thing. I just saw a delivery van go by, and we are live. So I don't know if you guys know, but Amazon now has free pickups on refund, or on, like, not refunds, but returning stuff. So I bought a pair of shoes, and they're just slightly too big. So I actually returned them, and I got a one size down. And I'm like, usually you have to go to, so 115, 89, 14 is a shipping free. Okay. What'd that say? Sorry, 115, 89, 14. So let me do this. Ooh, nice. No. Estimated sales. That should not be a dollar sign. Should be a number. That's better. Okay. Anyway, so Amazon can do this. So sure, I guarantee you that before this live webinar is over, there'll be a knock at the doorbell and the guy will want my shoes. So I'm just warning you guys because I saw one go by. All right, I need a title to my husband. Now, I'm not actually even going to put the title in here. Well, maybe I'll put it in, but I know I have to adjust it because I'm not going to be selling to my husband. I'm going to switch that out for, like, to my wife. Made a mistake there. That's why paste values only. And even the tags are not going to apply in this case. So I could reload the page, or I could hit the drop down to get the tags. And this one says, like, yeah, I mean, first anniversary gift would work. Gift for him, no. Gift for man, no. Husband birthday, no. Husband necklace, no. To my husband, no. Wife to husband, no. Christmas gift, yes. Gift for husband, husband gift, keepsake gift. So I'm going to copy those just so I know what was on the listing. I'm not going to be using those in the wife niche at all. So that's kind of the way you can flip things. And I'm going to show you, if I go back here, there's one to my wonderful wife. That's actually pretty good. 692 sales. Okay, let's go with this one. 51 reviews, 77. What are they charging? $25.66 to deliver. So this is where they're getting them on the on the price, because I guarantee you they're not being charged $25 delivery. So they've taken the shipping cost and they put it into their profits. Let's go here. Do this one. Grab that URL. Insert image and sell. And these are all ones that we're going to be making our own custom name necklaces for. So I think I'll stick with one niche for this training to keep it simple. But you can expand these to multiple niches very easily. And like I said, basically any message card you've got can be converted to a custom name necklace. You could even use the same one, especially if you have message cards that are selling really well, convert them. So 51, put that in there. And the price is going to be $77.01 plus $25.56. So price was $102. That's Canadian. Okay, and then we'll go and grab this title. I can tell right away that title is not optimized. And yet they're still making sales, so that's a good thing. And then I can go here and I grab the tags. So this one says anniversary gift, which is when you're doing your research too, you want to take note of these tags that have a lot of search volume and then tags that have a lower search volume. And I know some people say you got to mix in low, medium, and high. And I'm like, why? I want the highest. So I'm going to go with high search volume stuff. If something has 0 searches, then I'm not going to bother with that as a tag. It's a waste of a spot. I only have 13 tags I can put into my Etsy listing. So when you start seeing ones like anniversary gift all over the place, that tells you that that's a sub niche of the To My Wife. So To My Wife anniversary gift, you could make a custom name necklace dedicated to that. And the whole quote could be about the anniversary and saying, you know, my only regret in spending all these years with you is that I didn't meet you sooner, so I could have been with you longer. Happy anniversary. You know, you could make that kind of custom name necklace as a product and as a listing on your shop, and that thing will do very well because you know the search volume is there for anniversary gift. So some guy going to Etsy, typing in anniversary gift, that pops up. To my wife, happy anniversary, beautiful quote. There you go. And it's like a custom name necklace. So not only do they get a nice quote, a nice gift box, but they can also give them a personalized name necklace, which is awesome. So whole new world to open up. Gift jewelry, quote necklace, silver anniversary, sterling silver. Search for a lot. I think ShineOns are stainless steel though. So don't say sterling silver if it's not sterling silver. Wife gift ideas, wife necklace, custom necklace, $9.90. Now I know for a fact that, which I'll show you here in a second. So plug that in. So you are going to go through and make a whole bunch of these, at least 10 of these you want to be finding, but check this out. There is not the word personalized gift in here at all. Well, probably because it's not. It's not a personalized gift, so that would explain it, but look at this keyword on Etsy. 3,300 is the search volume. And I'm actually going to go to E-rank as well, because I want to show you the search volume on these things. The trends with the trends. Look at that. So this is E-rank. This is another like spy, search, research, whatever tool. Gifts, personalized jewelry are number 1 and 2 as far as trending on Etsy in the US for keywords. What that means is you want to have those in all your listings. You can click on it too. So we have personalized jewelry now that we can offer. So you click it, and then it's going to give me like a full cool looking search trend here. Look at that. Boom, boom, just gone up dramatically. And then you get all these other ones down here too. So personalized jewelry, jewelry box, jewelry dish, jewelry box for jewelry for her. And then there's all the competition. So Etsy competition. Now they say red, don't bother. Green is good. Yellow is a maybe. But I say red is a go for me, because I want to make a lot of sales. So I don't want to load up my listings with low search volume keywords. And these keywords are also tags, okay? And I'm going to talk about a lot more on optimization in the next one, but you can use these tools to really find some good keywords that you can use in combination with EverBee and in combination with doing your research and looking at the tags that you see on existing products. So by the way, we should probably go to that one, name necklace. So let's go name necklace, because that's what we're doing. And let's go to the first one, which is this one. And let's look at this listing now. This is by the big time seller, right? 1.9 million sales. Look what they did. Personalized name necklace by Caitlin Minimalist. So they're such a brand now, and they're like one of the top stores, if not the top store on Etsy. They can put that in there. We don't need that. So what if we just did personalized name necklace? Not gold name necklace, because we don't have that, but we could do name necklace with box and chain. Perfect gift for her. So you got to look at all the cues from these big listings to figure out what your keywords should be. I am getting totally ahead of myself on optimization, but just to give you guys an idea of how we're going to kind of combine this stuff. And then look at how what they say in their description as well. It'll give you a good idea. And you got to make like mental notes of this stuff. You can even copy these descriptions too. So when you go to write your own, you have a nice template ready to go. And obviously, if you don't offer sterling silver, you're not going to put that. But so they got sections, right? Box, chain, name, necklace, material, dimensions, finish. All our jewelry is custom made by hand with love. Okay. And then how to order. Use the personalization box. Let us know name and font number that you would like. So we don't have font numbers, so we don't need that. Name and font number, we don't need that. Other information. The length option is total chain length, including the charm. If you order an 18-inch chain, the piece will come as a chain plus charm equals 18 inches. So you can use this from a big time seller to know what kind of questions that they're dealing with. Like they probably got a lot of questions on, does the 18 inches include the nameplate or not? And so they're like, okay, let's just throw that into the listing description. So they reduce the amount of customer service and customer support that they have to do before or after the sale. And maybe somebody got one and it said 18 inches on the listing, and then they measured the chain without the name and it was like 17 inches. And then they're like, why'd you send me a 17-inch chain? So that we can look at big time sellers and we can say, okay, clearly that was probably an issue that they dealt with multiple times and they addressed it in their description. Another thing is this, all items are nicely packaged, ready to gift in elegant jewelry boxes. Well, we could put that too. And then if you can't find information you need or some advice, feel free to contact us. We're fast to reply. That's a good thing to put in. Turnaround time, that's always good. Their policies, about, more from us, inside scoop with like social media, which we have, right? Because we've been using, well, if you're new here, you might not have them, but if you're not new here, you know you've got this. And we use like FP traffic to market everything for free. And then thank you so much for visiting. And then Kate. And then all images are copyrighted by Caitlin Minimalist, all rights reserved, meaning we know that they're a big time shop. They have a lot of attention from not only buyers, but from Etsy sellers. So they're getting a lot of people probably copying their stuff, like quite a bit. All right. So last thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually make a design. And to do that, we're going to use good old Canva. You could also use the templates that I have too, if you're in the template club. And I have some changes coming up to the membership too in the new year that you're going to love. So let us just go and find one here. Make a copy. I'm on my other screen right now. And I'm going to change some stuff here. Sorry, I should have done this before. There. Just one more sec. There. Okay, I'm gonna drag this over here. So this is the format. To my person, text goes here, closing goes here. Now I've got this one spaced out correctly for the custom name necklaces because for ShineOn designs, so they look good with the mockups. But it's not hard to do. You basically make one, you upload it into ShineOn, which will show you how to do, and then just look at it. And then if you want to adjust your spacing up or down, you can do that. So in my case, I want to make a design to my wife. And let's say I don't like the blue background, or I have a white background. All you got to do in Canva is go here and go like, I don't know, or let's do a Christmas one. And then we could go to graphics and like something like that, or like that. They have a ton of them. So there's that or that. What's this one? Caught my eye. Okay, so let's just say as an example, I want to do like green stars with, or a green background with like gold stars. So to my wife, and then the text goes here. So this is where I take a quote and I plug it in there. So for quotes, I can go to my sheet. That's mom. So that is, never forget that I love you. Sometimes it's hard to find words to tell you how much you mean to me. Okay. If I did anything right in my life, it was when I gave my heart to you. You are my best friend, my soulmate, my everything. Okay, so let's go back here. So let's just say this. You are amazing. You are my best friend, my soulmate. I don't know if that's one word or two. And my everything. I am so lucky to have you in my life. We can even say, I love you forever and always. And then down here, the closing. Done. Now, you're saying, okay, well, that is not a Christmas one. That is not a Valentine's Day one. That is not a birthday one or an anniversary one. And my response to you is, it is all of them. So I'm going to show you how to upload this next in the next training session, where we can make this hit all the holidays at once. Okay, so I'm going to show you using the keywords in the description, the tags and the titles, how we can make this an evergreen product, and we can make it show up for Christmas, we can make it show up for Valentine's, we can make it show up for anniversary, we can make it show up for whatever else is in between that I missed, Mother's Day even. So the way that we can set up our shop is so that our products will go year round and they'll be found year round. So I didn't mention, like, I know some people say, they'll say that, and then down here they'll say Merry Christmas or Happy Valentine's Day or Happy Mother's Day. You can make those specific ones too. You could say to my wife on Mother's Day, or to my wife, Merry Christmas, you are amazing, you are my best friend. You can do that. That's one route to take. Maybe it'll work, but you know that that particular one's only going to sell for about a 2-month period out of the year. Then the other like 10 months, it's just going to sit there doing nothing. So the option I like to take is to try and plug these in so they work year round. And that way it just magnifies my results. All right, so I'm going to actually download this one. So I go share, download, download. And then it's down here. So I'm going to show in folder. I'm going to copy this into, just from an organization point of view, it's right here. So I'm going to go to my challenge one in my case. and you're going to make a folder. So there's research. And instead of being a challenge folder, this will be your store folder. And then I'll call this one. I would number these. Or sorry. This is going to be to my wife. And then I'm actually going to name this the same. So let me paste that in there. Let me grab this. F2, copy. Oops. Copy. So I'm naming everything the same. So if I started here, that would have been better. So it's number 1, to my wife, custom name, you are amazing. And then you're like, okay, now what do? I want to make like 4 more of these. Well, the only thing you need to change is this. And then, so you're testing kind of this design with like 5 different quotes, which will be 5 different listings on Etsy. And then you could come back and say, okay, well, that didn't do too hot. Let's try this one. Now this would be more of a Christmas one, but look, I just made a new design. Or you go here and you go, let's try a purple background. And let's say, I don't know, you want to do something like this. There you go. Maybe you want to change font color to a slightly different one, or maybe you want to use dark background. There you go. Simple works really well on these. So as far as design goes, super easy to do. And I could make a whole bunch of these, but what I would suggest is doing at least 5 with one design. Seeing if it works. If it does, keep doing more in that design. If it doesn't work, change the background to something else. Okay. All right, I'm gonna take some questions and I'm gonna close it off. I am shocked that my refund guy didn't come from Amazon yet. Because usually when I'm on a live webinar, they always do. So let's go through this. Oh, good, got some questions. All right. Yeah, Caitlin Minimalist started in 2014. Okay. All right, wait, I work on it every day for a number of years. Used to get around 300 views a day. Now I get 25 to 35. We got 400 5-star reviews, 2,500 sales, but now I'm lucky if I get 3 to 5 sales a week. So if you're in a slump or your store is in a slump, I think what happened is with the pandemic, a lot of people went online and bought, right? So a lot of stores took off. So a lot of sellers came into the Etsy universe and they're like, I can do this too. I can make a lot of money. So the competition actually grew quite a bit. So now we're feeling the after effects of so many more people coming onto the platform. The good part is those people who came on, from my point of view as an Etsy seller, is the bulk of them will not last. They'll quit. They'll give up. So then your sales will start coming back. And again, that goes to the one main factor, and it's the one main factor that we have no control over. Well, we can control it with patience, but that's time. So I think it's time to keep doing what you're doing. Just keep plowing away. If the results aren't there, just understand that things move in cycles, in big cycles. And some of the cycles we have, well, most of those cycles we have no control over. Yeah, if you've been on there for 4 years and you're not consistent yet, then I would say, oh, Mike, okay. I think you sent me the link to your store too. We got to look at your products and you're kind of, I'll go through this. If you have one that has 3,000 listings, send me that one too. Because if it's 3,000 listings, I'm going to roll the dice and say there's a lot of just mugs, and the mugs have generic sayings on them. I'm going to say that. I don't know if that's true or not. But to be honest, like, mugs are good as a complimentary product, but I don't think they should be a main product on an Etsy shop. They just don't. I had a whole shop dedicated to mugs, and I kicked myself for doing it because the couldn't go anywhere with it, and it would not scale to any big level. This was back about 3 years ago, so I just kind of shut her down, honestly. Note there are none with message cards in your search. Yeah, the name stuff there isn't, but we combine them. We're kind of making a new product here. My shops paying for money. Okay, I just posted 20 plus on ShineOn. Right on. T-Launch Etsy integration is very easy too. Good. ShineOn is offering expedited shipping. Yeah, I read that. To the US, that's cool. That message card was made in Canva. Good. Would you please attach the spreadsheet to the forum so I can have your formulas? Yeah, I'll put a link to that. I'll share it. EverBee is quite expensive. I found Allura.io almost the same for a lot less, so I'll check it out. That's a good one. Is the shipping cost calculated to ship to you in Canada? That could be the reason why it's $25 to ship. Yeah, it could be. That store that had the $25 shipping cost, they could be doing US, Canada, UK, and then the rest of the world, and they're just charging different amounts depending on where. And yeah, shipping here in Canada is insane. I don't know why it's so nuts, but I can't ship anything from like my house to somebody else in the same province for less than like $20. It's freaking nuts. That's why when Amazon did this return thing and they're like, we'll come to your door and get it for free, I'm like, how the hell are you doing that? Like, you shipped it to me, they're too big, so I'm gonna exchange them for a smaller pair. You're gonna come get it. Oh my god, like, yeah, they're just eating all those costs. All right, you're thinking shorter Etsy descriptions were better. Do you feel that way still? Description wise, I want to mimic the big timers now more than anything. I did the super short descriptions, and I didn't really notice much difference in sales. So from a support point of view, I think if we can cover off a couple of issues that might arise, then that's a good thing. So if the description is a little longer, that's fine. Honestly, the main thing I've found that's working with Etsy is being consistent and just putting in the time and waiting it out. Because I know I'm not in like the headquarters, and I'm not writing the scripts for them for search algorithms, but I am so confident that new stores get put in a probation period that like they'll feed them a couple sales every once in a while, and then if things are going well, then they'll give them more and more and more over time. But yeah, I feel for new stores on Etsy because they just don't move like they used to at all. And there's a massive influx of sellers. The buyers are not as much as they were 2 years ago or a year ago. So it's like a shift. It'll come back. It will come back. And the ones who, if you slog it through the bad times, you're going to do really well in the good times. Unless there's an issue with products, unless you're doing stuff like just copying everybody else, not really putting any of your own spin on it at all. Excuse me. That'll affect you too. So there's a lot of factors, but I think the key one is time and consistency and good products and kind of, yeah, looking at that thing like a marathon. Template Club, where and how much, please? Okay. So the Template Club, I do have templates that I make. Well, I don't make them. The designers make them and I sell them, and it's $49.99 a month. And so every month on the 1st, people get these packs of 10 and they can edit them in Photoshop or Photopea. But in January, well, I don't want to really spoil it, but I'm making adjustments to the membership, put it that way. So the Template Club as is going to be merging, and then, so the membership is going to offer more. So the group coaching program will have more all under one roof instead of keeping them separate. All right. So you get more benefits in January. So I'll talk more about that in January when I actually make all these upgrades to the group coaching program that are coming, because new year, new stuff is coming. All right. I think I'm going to close with that because next week I'll be in Florida, but the week after that, usually it'd be 1, 2, 3, but now it's like 1, skip, 2, 3, just because I'm going on vacation. My family and I deserve it. We're going to have fun. And so we'll pick up with session number 2 and then session number 3. Session number 2, we're basically going to be connecting to ShineOn. We're going to create a custom name necklace in ShineOn. We're going to move that over to Etsy. Then we're going to work on the title, description, tags, and hashtag research. Then we're going to create a video listing. Then we're going to optimize for Etsy. And then session 3, we're going to do an order demo. Well, I'll actually show you how you process the order from Etsy. Super simple. I actually already shot a video on my YouTube channel. There's free ways to market this and there's paid ways to market this. So we're going to go through that again just to give a refresher. And in session number 3 too, I'm going to show you the free like TikTok way, which is super simple, but you'll like it because we're using hashtags and we're using everything to get eyeballs on the product based on our videos, right? Because TikTok is all video. So we'll talk more about that in session 3, but I think this session, your homework is to do your research and then create some designs and get them ready to go. And then the next session will be actually listing them and optimizing them. And then session 3, we'll be getting traffic to them from outside of Etsy, because you got to do that to start. Because I think that's another one too, is they're looking at how much traffic is this store bringing from outside of Etsy to Etsy for us. Like, you scratch their back, they'll scratch yours. So if you have a shop that's been around for a long time and you've never done any external promotion at all, like no social media, no nothing, I think that's a mark on the store, and I think they keep track of that. And I know they do, because if you go to your listing or your stats and you go to your traffic, they break it down by like how much came from Etsy search, how much came from the app, how much came from Etsy ads, how much came from social media, like on your end, and then direct traffic. So that would be like email. So there's a whole bunch of different factors that go into play, where the end result is like who sits where on the search results, which is here. Like, how does Etsy determine, get rid of this. How does Etsy determine that, you know, they got the first spot? This is prime spot. This is number 2 and 3 on the search results. So I type in name necklace. Of course, this store comes up because Etsy's made a mint off them. And then this one's coming up fast. And then this one's coming up fast. And then these are ads. And then this one's coming up fast. And this one, and this one, and this one, and all the way down. So if you're way down here on the bottom, or what if you're on like page 8 of the search results? Well, there's a reason. And the reason is Etsy's testing you. They're not really giving you any traffic. And look at all these mockups too. If they all look the same, who's somebody going to buy from? Well, they'll just go to the first page and buy there. Because if they're all the same, if all the designs look the same, if all the mockups look the same, then the buyer's just going to go with the easiest route, which is the first page and probably one of the first 3 listings that Etsy returns in the results. So ultimately, when somebody comes here and types that in, you want to be number 1. That's how you get the most sales. Right there. Boom, right there where my mouse is. Most loved. You want to be loved. And look at that, 30% off, 50% off, 50% off, 60% off. Holy crap, 30. What's this one? Free delivery, 60, 40, 6. Like, look at any one of these. Wow, I've never really seen this before. Every single listing is running a sale, 70% off. But they did jack up the price. You can tell what they did. Etsy buyers aren't dumb either. 50, 60, 30. 40, 60, 50, 40, 30. Like, eventually this sale thing is going to lose steam. It's not going to be as effective because all these sellers are doing it now, and they're just bumping up their price and then knocking it down by, there's one that actually didn't have a sale. That's the first one, and that's an ad. Holy cow. Look at that, all those results, and they all have a sale. Look at that, sale ends in 11 hours. So I bet you most of these are running daily sales. Just crazy. So there's clues everywhere on Etsy and on their search results. Anyway, I'm going to close it with that. I'll still be around. I'll still be checking in once in a while on the forums. So if you do have any questions, please post them. I'll post a replay, and I'll share this little sheet with you guys too, so you don't have to repeat any of those formulas. When you add a new one, just copy this part and paste it in the next, and then put in your image, link, and everything else. And fill this up with at least 10, I would say, and then just chop them up. You know, even, well, to my wife, when I was a little girl, that's not really going to work, but I'm going to do to my wife, but it doesn't mean you have to. You could do a bridal one too, you know, or to my mom, to my beautiful mom on this Christmas morning. Oh, we just shifted that. When I was a little girl, you taught me right from wrong. No matter what I choose to do, you loved me for, your love for me was strong. Years and years of your support. So you could actually turn, ooh, yeah. That just came to me. Go search for bridal quotes. Like, go search for bride to mom gifts and turn them into Christmas gifts with a name necklace and a message card. There you go. There's a good one. A real good one. I think the key is on Etsy. I keep saying key. On Etsy, there's a lot of female buyers. So let's give them gifts that they can buy for other people for Christmas, for Valentine's Day, for whatever. Let's do that. Or sorry, it is female buyers. If we can get female products that female buyers can buy, that's good. The to my wife stuff is going to usually be a male buying it for his wife. Could be a female buying it for her wife. I don't know. But yeah, just think of how I can think of like mutating that quote, or think of shifting that quote to suit your needs and your niches instead. So a bride buying it for the mom for her wedding could be a bride buying it for her mom for Christmas too. It could be the same quote too, pretty much. So there you go. There's a whole new niche for you. All right, I'm going to end it there. You guys have a great week. We'll talk to you soon, and we'll see you in the forums. Thanks, everybody. Hey everybody, welcome to training number 2 of 3 in the custom name necklace on Etsy training. Before we get started, just give me one in the chat box if you can hear me and see my screen okay. I have my dummy store up here, which is what we're going to be using today. And then let me know where you're located and how's the weather. So I'm in London. It is 1 degree, so it was like, went down to -3 last night, and we had a wicked freezing rain come through, so the vehicles and the driveway and the roads and everything, and even the trees, as I'm looking out the window out the front of the office, they're covered in ice. We had a wicked ice storm, so I'm sure the power is going to go out in some places north of here, but yeah, it's cold. It's crappy. Roads are slippery. It's crazy. Yeah, welcome back to winter. Yeah, I just got back from Florida, where I spent a week, and it was amazing. We did so much in those, like, it was 8 days, 7 nights. Oh man, what did we do? We went to Universal Studios, which was awesome. We did Aquatica, which is like a water park there. And then we did a Raptors game. And then we did this pirate adventure thing, which is like a dinner show in Orlando, which is pretty cool. And we did one other thing, can't remember. Oh, Cirque du Soleil, we did that as well. So 5 of the 7 nights we were busy, just jam-packed. We didn't even get to Disney. My sister actually tried to book tickets and they said they were sold out. So I don't know. I didn't even look, but yeah, we couldn't squeeze them in if we wanted. So, all right, we got Philadelphia, freezing rain. You know what it's like. 5 a.m., 17 degrees from my New Zealand buddy. Right on. Galveston Island, sunshine, 60 degrees. Rock Hill, 52, rain and more rain. And yeah, I came back and got a cold, so that's wonderful. The whole week it was like at the resort, there was sitting by the pool, you know, all day long, swimming in the heat, and then come back and catch a cold. So go figure. All right, so what we got to do now, oh, just before I start, I did just post a new video on my channel, and I posted something in the group, the free group too. So if you go here, there's a new player in the message card market. And if you go to my channel, you see this, the hottest selling print on demand product. It's actually Awkward Styles, who we've explored a bit in the program here, but they just launched message cards and they have a lot of cool ones. Their pricing is actually a little bit cheaper than Gear Bubble or ShineOn, and it's awesome. So I cannot wait to start selling their stuff because they not only have message cards, but they have everything else like mugs, sweaters, hoodies, t-shirts, aprons, onesies, bibs. They have every product you can imagine. So you could open up a store now and you could just use them as a supplier, and they cover everything. So I think this is a huge shakeup in the jewelry world, because ShineOn for quite a while, like years, has been the dominant player in this area, and I think now a lot of companies have come in and noticed that, so they're going to start competing, which is awesome for us because it means that base costs on these products are going to start coming down a lot, and we're going to see a lot of innovation in there too. So I know as soon as I made that post on in my group last night, the owner of ShineOn actually messaged me and said, "Who is it?" And so I'm like, "Well, he's noticing." So Gear Bubble hasn't said anything yet, but they're more focused on Amazon now. So I think it's awesome. I think new products are always good, new variations. They have bracelets too, which is pretty cool, and they're like sport dedicated bracelets. But there will be training coming up on that in future challenges, 100%. Because I love new stuff. I love tackling it. I love new companies. I love helping them out. Well, this isn't a new company. This is an old company. So it's not like they're just brand new to this. They're well established, and they actually do revenue-wise. They're a lot bigger than like ShineOn and Gear Bubble, so that's a good thing. Anyway, let us go back to what we're going to do today. Well, actually, let's recap what we did. So session 1, we did the draw. Oh man, I don't think I paid you. Oh crap. Ah, damn it. I didn't pay you. That sucks. Okay, I gotta pay you. So we did the draw. We did the biggest key factor to success on Etsy, which is time. We did the intro, so I showed you Caitlin Minimalist and ShineOn, and then how we can sell these, which is taking all your message cards and make them the name product. And then we did research, and then we did a design with Canva. That's where we left off. So in this session, we're going to be connecting ShineOn, creating a custom name necklace in ShineOn, moving it to Etsy, and then we're going to do the title, description, tags, and hashtag research. And then we're going to create a video for the listing, and then we're going to actually optimize the listing. So I'll show you all of that today. So let's start with the first part, which is connecting ShineOn. So what you want to do is go here. If you don't have an account, get one, and you can use my referral if you want. So my thing is ppccoach.com/ShineOn. You don't have to use that. You could just go to shineon.com. I'm actually going to create a new account for this. I'm not going to use any of my old accounts. So you can see everything. Get started. Don't have one. Register for free. So here, I'm going to put my full name. And this is Bliss. Wait, I got to get the email. That's my email on this one. Since I'm using my dummy store, which I actually had to refund somebody because they ordered and I didn't notice because this email didn't come through to me. So that's my bad. That was dumb. Password. Okay. So let's go. There. And then I agree. Continue. Oh no, it's already taken. Well, I already have an email with them. Okay. Well, that's what you do if you didn't have one. I already have one, so I'm going to sign in. I didn't even know that. Huh. Oh, okay. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Okay, how about I don't remember the password? I forgot my password. Forgot I had an account, and I forgot my password. Like a doughhead. Okay, here we go. So, reset link set. Okay. So let's go in here. Here it is. Let's reset this. There we go. Reset. Now let us log in. Paste. So you'll have to go through the steps to create one if you don't have one. I think virtually everybody in here has one already. I'm going to save that. Save. Okay. Now update your billing information. Probably not going to let me get past this, so we got to do that. So let's go. What country? Oops. Canada. And let's put. I'm just going to move this over for a sec. Pretty sure you guys know where I live anyway, but for those that don't, I'll just cover this over here. And I'll bring the screen back here in a second. Okay, here we go. So this is the dummy account for them. And now we're connected. So I connected my store right up here. If you don't have it connected, hit this drop down and click Connect Store. Make sure that you're logged in on Etsy to there. And when you click Connect Store, I wonder if, yeah, I'll go here. Then I'll go Connect. Then it'll ask for permission, although I already have it. I might get an error message here. It'll ask for permission. It'll actually shift over to Etsy. I'm going to go back. Oh, there it is. So an application would like to connect, grant access. I probably just messed up the whole thing. Hope I didn't. But then you'll be sent here to settings and get all that information. And then you're connected. So up here, I'm connected to, oh, I'm connected to Shopify. Oh, interesting. I thought I was connected to Etsy. So let's see how long this takes. The store belongs to a different account. You cannot connect to that store. Oh, crap. So I connected to the Shopify store. All right. I got to log into a different account here because I don't know which one is which. Thought for sure I had this connected. Maybe that was Gear Bubble. Okay, bear with me 1 second while I find which store this is connected to. So let me log out. Doing terrific today. First day back. Sign out. Okay, let's find it. Is it that one? No, not that one. Not that one. Let's try this one. Just going through a couple logins here on another screen. Try this one. Nope. Not that one. Oh, you know what I can do? I can go in here. I go into integrations. I can remove it. I think. Manage. Printful, EverBee, ShineOn. Okay, so let's disconnect this. Here we go. Okay, now here we go. Yeah, this will do it. Let's go over here. There. Now when I go back in here, I go to connect. I go to connect. Might connect. Or it'll give me an error. Come on, connect. Do it, do it. Maybe I did that too fast. Oh, it's a different account. Okay, you know what? Let's log out of here. Let's go to a new browser and try it. Try it here. Okay. Log in. There we go. Let's see here. And let's go here. Move this over here. Grab the password. Sign in. Save. Store belongs to different account. Oh, you bugger. So it's not picking that up. Alright, I gotta log into a different store. Damn it. Okay, sign out. Sign out of this. Go to a different store. Try this one. Sorry about this. This is what happens when you think you're not connected, but you are connected. Spam, maybe. Fun times. A text message. Okay, let's see if I got a text message. Oh, I did. 050273. Sign it. Okay, so let's see. Oh, did I miss someone here too? Oh crap, I got one overdue. Okay, let's see integrations on this. Manage. Okay, I only have awkward styles connected to this. Okay, good. So, let's go back here and let's log in to try this. Nope. Another dummy store. Password. Oh, I'm creating. There we go. Now, do I have one of these? I'm gonna say no. I don't. Good. All right. Here's what you do. Connect. Let's connect. Oop. Let's go like this. There we go. Save. Now, I'm logged into this store, and I'm going to hit grant access, and then I'm going to click step 1 of 2. Okay. Hopefully that connected. I don't think it did. Come on, man. Struggling. Oh, there we go. Bingo. It worked. That only took like, what, way too long? All right, let's plow through this now. So we're now connected, and you saw what a struggle I have because I have too many dummy stores. Got dummy stores up the yin-yang. Let's see what I did in here. What's screwed up? Orders and shipping. I don't have any orders. Why is there a message in there? Messages? I don't know. Check the store out. Yeah, there's nothing even in here. Okay. All right, is this store even active? I have too many stores. Yeah, it's active. Oh, good. Well, here's our dummy store for the day. So if you want to see it, it is Bafsterly. Just weird name, awesome shop. There you go. Apparently I have a sale. I got a 1-star review. Oh, fun times. Fun times online. All right. So step 1, connecting ShineOn took way long. Step 2, create a custom name necklace in ShineOn. This will be much faster. So now we've got all this. Okay, we got our Etsy integration. There's our shipping info, transfer sorry, I don't want to do that. So we're going to go to products. We're going to go to all products. And we're going to create a new product. And you can see up here, now see this drop down, E and Bafsterly, that means I'm connected. And then I want to go to this baby right here on the top right. I click it, I click create product. Now I need my image, which they say 1000 by 1000, which is fine because we created this baby last time. So I'm going to click share, download, download. And then I'm just going to go show in folder. And what I'll do is drag and drop from my folder over here. Boop. There we go. To my wife, you're amazing. You're my best friend, my soulmate, my everything. I'm so lucky to have you in my life. I love you forever and always. Continue to product assets. Now, in here, we just did a to my wife name necklace. So for the title and all that other stuff, we're going to add this after. So we're just going to put title goes here. And in here, we're going to delete. Actually, what we're going to do, what I suggest you do is right click this, click save image as, then go to your challenge, whatever folder you put it in for your store, and save that. So let's go products, this one, and I would click save that. Dogs are going to bark in a second. Save this image as well, delivery guy, and then save this image as well into that folder. As well as, you probably want to move that one image into there. So this is what my folder looks like now. So I've got the image, and I've got the 3 mock-ups, kind of. Well, not mock-ups, but then what I'm going to do is click in here, click Control A, delete, and I remove the whole description. And I'm going to put in here, I'm going to put description. We'll go here. And I'm going to leave the pricing as is for this. They shifted me to Canadian, but I'll edit that after. Now, you do need a shipping template. So for here, I have one in awkward styles that I'll just use for now. You do have to create one in here. So to create one, you go to orders and shipping. That's not it. It is settings, shipping settings. Actually, I'll just create a profile here for you. So create, we will go all this, I'll enter prices manually. Origin is United States. Zip code for ShineOn. They're in Tampa, Florida. So let's go with Tampa zip code. I don't even care what I get. This one's good enough. 33592. Okay, so let's go back here. There we go. Processing time. This is vital. If you go too short and you have a bunch of overdue products, you're going to get a reserve put on your payment account, which sucks. I just had that on another shop. So go longer. I know it'll affect your sales, but if people get things faster than you tell them they're going to get them, they're going to be happy and they're going to give you a good review. If you put 1 to 2 business days or 3 to 5, and they don't have it in 3 to 5 days, not even a tracking number, Etsy's going to be pissed at you and the customer is going to be pissed at you. So always go longer. Even if you don't get as many sales, it's always better to do that. All right, shipping service. Go first class 1 to 5 and put free shipping. Let's go free. And then Canada, go first class times vary. Free. And elsewhere, go first class, free. And then name the profile. We'll put this as ShineOn. Free shipping. Save. All right. So we've got that in there. If I hit reload on this screen now, it should pull it in, or it'll give me an error message. Yeah, it'll send me back to the beginning. Okay, so let's do this again. Boom. And now, when I look at my shipping profile, the one that I just created should be in there, right down here. And it's not. Of course it's not. Why would it be? Well, we can change it after. I might have to resync the store. Let's go here. Store settings. If you run into this, then just do that. There, 2 shipping profiles were synced. Okay. So all products, go back here, create new, top right, create. We're just getting back here. I should have had that shipping profile. Actually, it's good that you guys see that. So I'll upload that. And then I am doing free shipping. There, ShineOn, perfect. All right, so let's put our placeholder in here. Title goes here. We don't have one yet. Let's go click here, Control A, delete. Description goes here. Pricing, we'll leave it, we'll edit that after. Custom personalization, and then we'll leave that, we'll edit this after, and then we're gonna click on create draft listing. Blech. Okay, so we've got this one called title goes here. We should probably title that differently. Once we have our actual descriptions ready, it's better. But this will go by the SKU number anyway, so what the title says in there doesn't even matter. Now, when we go into our shop, where we can find these is under listings. And it'll be under draft once it goes through in a second. So they haven't loaded yet. So while we are waiting for this to be published, and they do this in a queue, so it's not instant. You can hit reload, see how fast it is. It will take a while usually. Yeah, it's not even there yet. Oh, there it is. But I like to give it another second if this is still spinning, because they're actually moving pictures over as well. So what we need to do is a title, description, and tags. So to find the title, description, and tags for a personalized name necklace, we're going to go to Etsy, and we're going to create a little sheet here. Etsy.com. And on here, we're going to start just looking for this. So we could go, I'm getting a lot of personalized name ones, but if I go personalized name necklace, like that, now all my results are going to be personalized name ones. And then what I'm going to do is go to product analytics with my EverBee lovely spy tool, which you can get as well. ppc-coach.com/EverBee or everbee.io. All right, I'm going to go here. This one has 65,000, 53,900. Okay, this one looks more like what I'm doing. So we're just finding a similar product, and this is from the big store with 1.9 million sales. So we know that their title, description, and tags are on point. There is zero doubt about that, because it's such a huge store with so many sales. They know what the hell they're doing. So title-wise, we're going to go and pull this one, and we're going to create a Google Sheet. Let's create a new one. And this sheet is going to be called my wife, personalized name necklace, Etsy details, or Etsy text. And then we'll go like this. We'll go title. And then we'll paste without formatting. So let's go like this. Doot. There we go. And then we'll go description. And we're literally going to pull theirs, and we're going to modify it. So let's go to theirs. Learn more. Then you can click on all this. Copy. Then we will paste without formatting. And then we're going to go tags. And we'll go to theirs. And we can just simply, in here, if we click the drop down, we can view the tags. Copy all. There's our tags. Now, why are those? I wonder if there's a reason those are uppercase. Or maybe it's just weird. I don't like the way that looks. So let's go format, text, capitalization, lowercase. There we go. So now we've got our tags, our description. Now we're not going to use their description. And we're going to modify stuff. And when I click up here on Untitled Document, it'll save it as that. So now going forward, when I make a to my wife personalized name necklace, I already have everything done. So I am going to keep personalized name necklace. I'm of course going to remove this. It's not gold, it's stainless steel. It does have a chain. Perfect gift for her. Yep. Personalized gift. Yep. So let's take this. Copy. Let's go to Etsy. Go to our shop. Hit reload. Then we're going to click on our draft. There it is. Then we're going to click this little thing. It's going to go to edit. And now we're going to start editing. So in here, we're going to scroll down to title. Goes here. Paste. And we actually have about 28 characters left, but that's pretty good. And then for about this listing, we're going to do another company or person, finished product, made to order. It's jewelry. Primary color is, we'll call it silver, even though it's stainless steel. Secondary color, I just do kind of the color on the background, which is like a bluish, I guess. And then I'm going to go to style. I'm going to go minimalist. Occasion, usually for a to my wife, I'll do an anniversary or for Christmas, for holiday. And then it's for women. Theme, I don't know what to put here, but I usually put letters and words. And then I'll put can be personalized, yes, automatic, yes. Now I need a description. So I got to go back here. And we have, theirs is like box chain, name necklace, all this stuff, which is fine. But I'm going to kind of delete this. I'm going to put, would your wife love this personalized name necklace as a gift? Yes. Yes, she would. Go ahead and get her one now. It's the perfect gift for any wife or any occasion. It could be a Christmas gift or birthday gift or anniversary gift or just because, or sorry, Valentine's Day gift. And love that you thought of her in such a, I've said this so many times, sweet way. Get her one now. Then how to order. So I'm going to put, let us know the name. Now we don't have font numbers, so just put the name, but remove this. And then we have to put up to 8 characters. So, and we don't have a name and font number. Like, they're a little bit more advanced than us, because they can actually choose different fonts. I'm gonna get rid of that because I don't think there is a turnaround time. Get rid of that. We don't really have a home page. And we also don't, I don't think they have a rush order. So we'll get rid of that. No, we don't have policies, although we could put it on there. The about page, you could put that on there too, just a link to it. More from us, we do have that. So we can go to the shop, grab the URL. And as well, you could be putting in social. I don't think I have social for this one, but if you have Instagram, put it there. If you have Facebook, put it there. I'm just going to delete that for now. Get rid of that. Okay, so then I just cut this whole thing. Now what I've seen people do too is they'll do this, and then at the bottom they'll plug in all these keywords, like the keyword stuff at the bottom. I don't know how good that works. I don't think it's really necessary. But that's how it's going to look anyway. And then I got to add a new production partner, so I'll add them. While you're working with them, this doesn't really matter. There, that. What role? I design everything. What do they do? They create the finished product. There. It used to matter quite a bit, but now it doesn't really matter. All right, section-wise, this is where you can put in occasions, or you can put in product types. I would go with occasions, and what I've been doing lately is I've been calling it like gift for her, because that keyword gets a lot of traction on Etsy, like a ton. So I'm gonna go back here. Then I got all these tags that I got to go with. So gifts for her, name necklace, silver. Personalized jewelry, minimalist necklace, dainty name necklace, personalized gift, custom name necklace. Caitlin minimalist, nope, we don't want that. Although, we're not Caitlin minimalist, but if we put that in there and people are searching for Caitlin minimalist and our thing shows up beside it, you know what? I'm good with that. I'm very good with that. So in here, I'm going to put, instead of gold name necklace, I'm going to put this. And instead of box chain, so I'm going to put Christmas gift. Instead of box chain, I'm going to put birthday gift. And instead of box chain necklace, I'm going to put Valentine's gift. Gifts for mom, that's fine. And I have gifts for her. So because we're kind of borrowing these from somebody who's doing like the #1 shop on friggin' Etsy, we don't really need to do much research into that. Ah, crap, stainless steel. So let's go try that. Crap. All right, so that's not going to work. So let's go. Do we have custom name? Custom name we have. Christmas, birthday. So let's go anniversary gift. There. Then let's change that from stainless steel to anniversary. Oops, 2 N's. Anniversary gift. There we go. All right. Stainless steel. Now in here, there's a little trick. Reduce that number. Don't put 999. When you put 3, it'll actually put a thing saying order now. It's in low quantity, like Etsy will do it. So you're kind of tricking them, but it's a nice little trick. So you can sell these at $39.95 and then $59.95 with the luxury box if you want. That is fine. Personalization. Somebody's saying they moved it up to 10 characters. That must happen when I was away. Okay, I believe you. All right, so enter their name here. So we'll go 10 characters max. It's not optional. We need it. Now, there's a shipping template. We don't need any of that. So apply a simple policy. Oh. No, we're going to create a policy. I don't accept returns. I don't accept exchanges because it's custom. No return there. That saves you that hassle. And then we're gonna hit publish, and then I'm gonna actually come back in and do the video. So it's 20 cents, that's fine. See if they even take it. They took it, good. Now we go to active. Oh, really? What are you doing here? Click off and click back in. There it is. Let's view it on the store. So there is all this beautiful stuff we have. Crap. Yeah, I screwed up. Damn it. December 10th? What? Oh crap. Well, this store's tanked. Apparently they ordered a mug and it did not go through. Yeah, she got a refund. I refunded her this morning. All right, so now we got to create a video. So what we need is a couple of images, which we have a few over here, but we don't really have any that have the background on it. So we're going to go into edit. Because when you try and save from this page, it saves as a weird file type. So we're going to save it as this one. Click it, then save image as. Save it right there. Then we can do this one. Then we'll do I have her in there? This one. Okay, now we're going to go to Canva. And we're just going to create a new mobile video, and you'll end up on this page. So I'm going to do it from scratch. So what I'm going to do is actually drag some of these over. So we will start with this one. And I'm going to make this super big. Center it there. And then what I'm going to do is put some text on there. And that's going to say, just going to move that up. I'm going to animate that text with the typewriter one. Just somewhere in here. There it is. And let's center that position, center, there. And this one, I'm going to animate this. I'm going to animate with a flying. Well, that's pretty cool. I don't know why it's selecting that. Let's try that. Okay, let's see what that looks like. I want this to move. Move this for a second. Why won't you move? For some reason, it is not selecting that. There it is. Well, maybe there's certain ones I can't do on the image. Try that. Well, might have to just go with the text. I don't know why it's not doing that. None of these are working. Maybe it's my computer. Move that up. And we'll go with animate that. That's good. All right, then we're just gonna go here, down here, and we're gonna click this 3 thing. We're gonna do a duplicate, and now we can delete this one. We can drag in our next one, which will be this. Oh, too big. This is it. I'll go to 3 dots down here. Delete that one, and then we'll pull in another. Maybe do the hand. Position center. There we go. Do one more. And then we will do maybe this one. Once you have one done, it moves a lot faster. You can just make a copy and just switch everything out. Just do it. Okay. So that's 4. Now we're going to click this timer. We're going to set it to 3. We're actually going to apply to all the pages. There. Now when I go to the beginning, I've got a 12-second video. Oh, it did pop. Okay. Why did that one pop and the other one didn't? It's weird. Let's add a transition. Slide circle. Stack chop. Line wipe. Let's try that. Okay, let's add another one here. Another one here. I wanted that all the images to bounce like that. So I'm doing something wrong here. I want that to bounce, and I want the other one to bounce. But that's a good start. So now I got my video. So I'm gonna go share, download. You can tinker and play with all the effects and everything. But I think the videos are important, especially for what we're gonna use them for in the next training session, where I'm gonna show you some free traffic, actually 3 to at least 2 ways we can use these videos outside of Etsy. So while that's downloading, We're gonna go back here. We're gonna go to Shop Manager. Don't miss out on getting paid. Well, I don't think I'm getting paid. I should probably refund that lady if I didn't. Yeah, that's called poor shop management, but it is a dummy store, so what do you want me to do? Alright, let's move this over here. I just downloaded the video, so I'll put this here. And now I'll go move this over. And what you want to do is go to your listings, edit this one, and scroll all the way to the top. And right there, we're going to drag and drop. Now, you can do square videos too. That's fine. You'll just get a bunch of, you get a black line on the top and a black on the bottom when you, well, hit publish. When you actually upload it to like TikTok or Instagram Reels, which is where you're going to go with these. I kind of gave it away, but that's fine. We'll do that in the next one. So let's view that on Etsy. Now we got our nice video. Yeah, I really want that bounce again. I'll fix it. So you could do a square video too. They're very easy to do. I do them this way, then I can reuse it. So, what else do we have to cover? All right, let's look at what we optimized. Let's go to edit. So, edit. There we go. So you definitely want to have a video in here. It helps. You definitely want to have your title with all the keywords in it. If we go to here, or sorry, here, no, here, yes, do keyword research, you can see that. There's some good volume, personalized name necklace, but even more volume. It goes up dramatically. So you want to be looking at these two and plugging in high volume keywords and a few low volume keywords, just so you can get the low hanging fruit. So if I go here, go change this arrow, that's probably, there's 155 pages, so there's a lot. Gift for a short person, wow. You can filter it too. It's very powerful. EverBee, I know most of you have it, but you can go to, where are they here? They have training. It's everbee.io anyway. And oh, the other thing on EverBee, so we have all the results. You can do the tag analyzer, and it'll look at all the tags, and then you can pick and choose the ones that you like. So we can switch it by volume. Look at that. Ooh. When you're looking at a tag analyzer and you see that much volume, ooh, ooh, ooh. I almost want to put that in here because that is a Mother's Day gift. Just looking at that makes me rethink my tags here. So I'll go to the description too. And then you're going to want to copy the, anytime you tinker with this, copy the new one. Let's get rid of this. Let's go. And then update your sheet with that. So remove, what do we have? Name necklace? No. Can't remember what we took out, but update your sheet to reflect it. And then going forward, the next one we launch will be super easy because we've done all the research. The hashtag stuff I'm going to show you in the next one because we're running out of time. And my nose is super stuffed, so I do have to fix this. So session number 3 is going to be all about traffic. So just to summarize what we did today, and then if I see any questions, I will. Yeah, there are a few there. I'll answer those. We're going to connect. We connected the store, which took way longer than I thought. Then we created the custom name necklace in ShineOn. Then we moved it to Etsy. Then we did our title, description, and tag research. And then we created a video for the listing. And then we optimized the whole listing with the title, description, tags, and the video. So use the tools that you have at hand to do this. There's also eRank, which you can use, which is good for really good for keyword research. And there's another one called Sales Samurai, which is also really good. But if you go here, and you go to trends, you see gifts, gifts for her, personalized gifts, personalized jewelry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think these should be in your tags in your description to really get, because these are trending big time right now. What else we got? Minimalist, earrings, decor, gift box, gift for the home, gifts for mom. Just any you can find in this list that'll fit in your mother gift. Yep. Christmas gifts. Yep. Any that you can find in there are a good idea to add. Product wise, what's trending? SVG. Oh, of course. Digital downloads, man. SVG files are standard vector graphics, which are cut files for like Cricut and crafters to use. Somebody posted actually a little success story in here too. I'm gonna go back to the forums. So, hey Will, just want to thank you for your digital file sale idea on Etsy. It's genius, working pretty good. My sales on Etsy are going up and more people are starting communication with me. Awesome, thank you for sharing that with us. You're awesome. So, all true, what you said. I am awesome, that's great. Just kidding. But yeah, so the shop typically on Etsy, what people will do is they'll load it up with all these, right? And that's all they'll do. But when you start adding in the digital downloads, like the greeting cards that we did, or even SVG files or whatever you can for a low cost thing to really bump up your sales numbers, that really adds to your customer list and it really gives Etsy an indication that you're doing really well, because with a digital file, you will rarely get a bad review because people get it instantly. There's no waiting a week or two. There's no, it was damaged in shipping. There's none of that because it's an instant download. So the benefits of that are gigantic. And as soon as your sales count starts going up and up and up and up, Etsy starts noticing you more and more, and they'll start sending you traffic, which will go to your low-cost items, and it will also go to your higher margin products like these name necklaces and like message cards and like sweatshirts and like everything else. So that's why I do them. You could certainly create a store on Etsy that's 100% digital downloads, and you do very well. Actually, I have one that is all digital downloads, and it's doing very well. But it takes a lot to really make any kind of real money with it because the prices are so low. And then the other thing is you get goofballs like, let me show you here. Go back to Etsy. Where's my Etsy one? Let's go to Etsy. You get people that are doing crazy stuff like, let's go Christmas. Like this. Come on, man, you're killing me. 400 plus Christmas bundle. I know this is a sidebar, but don't do that. Just do one and sell it for like $3 or something. You know, like come on. It's getting out of hand. Look at that, $1.75 for a 9-pack in one. I guess that's just a Christmas mega bundle. So these mega bundles do work, but as a buyer, if I see one I like, I don't care about the bundle. I care more about the one I like. So, like this one, $2.16 for one little thing. That's better in my mind than something like this, like 400 for like 99 cents or 150 for 99 cents. There could be some good ones in there, but I gotta think. I don't know. Yeah, like you're getting a whole bunch of stuff that maybe you don't want. I mean, there's a lot in there, but it's interesting. And then for licensing too, you got to read the licensing, see if you can reuse them for print on demand. But anyway, let's take some questions and close it off. So let's see. Yeah, that's it. So reliable print on demand is another one for the jewelry and chocolates. I've seen that. Why not use your Beat gift store? Good question. I should have used that. Name necklace, 10 characters. Why do you use this format instead of square? Yeah, for the videos, I just use them because I'm going to reuse them for TikTok and Instagram Reels. So the other place that was brought up is this one. Oh, crap. I had it come up there. Ah. I think that's it. Yeah, here it is. That's another place. This is a chocolate place. Drinkware, jewelry, tech cases, apparel, homeware, wall art, travel gifts, face covers, pet gifts, chocolates. That's pretty cool. That could be a whole challenge right there. Chocolate boxes. I think that's a great idea. With a customized cover. That's pretty cool. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, that could work. They got a lot of training too. So, very cool. I think they are in, is it Chicago? "80 years experience." I thought it was Chicago. Do you know what it is? Niles, Indiana. Okay. Well, I wasn't far off. That's another one, but that's another one for another day. So I'm going to close with that. In the next session, we're going to do an order demo. So I'm going to show you actually what it looks like when somebody orders, and then what it looks like on ShineOn and when you fulfill it. Then we're going to look at marketing this stuff with some free ways, and we'll talk about some paid ways too. And if you have any requests for like, how do I market my Etsy shop better, we'll handle those too. So you can post them in the forums and I can cover them in the next training. All right, I am going to go have a nap because I can't breathe. And y'all have a great day. It's good to be back. I hope your sales are going really, really well this Christmas season. If not, don't worry because we got Valentine's Day coming up too. Because we're kind of getting close to the cutoff now. Actually, we're probably at it for most companies. I'm not sure what. I get all the emails. I just don't read all the cutoff date ones. I know we're near for most of them. So once a cutoff date happens, the question that comes up is, can I keep selling these? The answer is yes, but make sure that your buyers know that they might not get it before Christmas. Like, make that very clear. Even put that in the description right at the top or wherever you need to be. Just say, you know, this is probably not going to happen. I've even seen guys that they'll turn personalization on, and which is a neat little hack. So see this box right here? Oh, where'd my listing go? So this box for personalization, you could turn it on, and for the instructions, where it says add your personalization, say, please enter your initials saying that you agree and fully understand that you might not get this before Christmas. And then they have to enter their initials or something in that box. That kind of makes people stop and go, okay, so I know that. And then put it in your description too, that they might not get it before Christmas. And then you can keep selling. You know, on Etsy, it's iffy because you can get a bad review really easily. Like, I already got a 1-star on this because I totally missed the order. I just didn't see it. So, but it's a dummy store. I don't care. Anyway, I'm going to close with that. Yeah, I'm going to go recover, and we'll see you next week in the next session. Everybody have a great week, and post in your journals too if you haven't been posting in there, and keep me updated on the forums with how you're doing, and if you have any questions, and we will help you out. Okay, thanks everybody. Have a great day. I'll get this replay up, and we'll see you soon. Hey everybody, welcome to webinar or training session number 3. I think we're on 3. Yeah, 3 of 3 in the custom name necklace challenge. There's a couple of people coming in. So just give me one in the chat box if you can hear me and see the screen okay. You should see the personalized name necklace on there. Everybody awake? Good. And then instead of letting me know where you're at and what the weather is, let me know if you got your Christmas shopping done, because we are about 3 days away here from opening gifts. Everybody done? Let me know in the chat box. Did you get it all done? What I love about Christmas shopping is Amazon. It is freaking amazing. I literally get I got 5 kids, and I get all of them, well, except for the little one, to send me a list, and I even say include the link to it on Amazon. So I just get the email, I click it, boom, add it to cart, click it, boom, add it to cart. I'm sitting here looking at like a stack of gifts right now, and I do apologize in advance today because there's a whole slew of packages that are due to come. So you may hear 2 dogs going bonkers in the background during this training session. So I mean, my dogs are awesome, but they do bark a lot, especially when somebody comes to the door. So be prepared for that. I'll try and calm them down as much as I can, but those guys love to ring the doorbell too sometimes. So I put a note on there saying, don't ring it, just drop it, but who knows? It's Amazon delivery, guys. So anyway, we're going to dive in. So just to recap first what we did kind of, we did session 1, we did a draw, and I did pay the lady, finally. She reminded me after my trip. Then we did what's the biggest key factor to success on Etsy, and that is time. Then we looked at the store, Caitlin Minimalist and ShineOn, and how we can sell these by basically taking all your message cards and making them into the product that you see on the screen now. Then we did some research and some designs, well, a design, but we can easily use that design as a template to create more. Then in session number 2, we connected ShineOn. We created it, the custom name necklace in ShineOn. Then we moved it over to Etsy. Then we did the title, description, tags, and hashtag research. Then we created a video for the listing, and then we optimized on Etsy. So now we're at the point where session number 3, I was going to do an order demo, but I actually already have one on my channel. So I'm going to show you that. And I'm going to put a link to that too, right in ShineOn. I'll put a link in the description too. I think I come up here. Yeah. So right there, how to process an order. I already did a video on it. It's kind of public, so you can see it there. I'll put a link to that, but it is on my channel. It's called How to Process a ShineOn Custom Name Necklace Order from Etsy. And I walk you through the steps. And that's very simple to do. And the video is only, I can't remember how long it is. Oh, and the other big news is I actually got monetized on YouTube. So I'm now getting paid for my videos, which is very cool. There it is. It's like 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Super easy. All right, so I'll put a link to that, but let's go back here. Now, if you recall, we have this video, right? So what we can do with this video is a couple things. And then I'm going to show you today basically 2 routes that we can take to promote this. And this is beyond the usual. So the usual methods that I'll show you guys is free ways, right? Using like email marketing, social media posts, Facebook group posts, and then kind of posting on your own social media accounts, which is possible and very simple to do. And then there's paid ways too, like TikTok ads, Pinterest ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, all that good stuff. So with this one video that we have, we can now take that and we can post that to our own. I'm going to do a little thing here for you. Let's go to, not full funnel. There it is. To my trusty little kind of mind map thing. Log in. I love this thing. Super easy to use. All right, let's create a new one. Come on. Come on, big guy. I got a bunch in here. I'd have to edit one. It's not letting me there. Hang on. Let's try this one. Oh, unlock. No, I don't want to do that. Might be at my limit. Let's go to this one. Just delete all this. There. Okay. So we have our sales page right here. And this is for the custom name necklace. then I'm actually gonna, the second part of this, I'm gonna show you something kind of new that I haven't really showed you guys before. So we got that, and then what we want to do is go to traffic wise, want to go to post this, the video, okay? So we're gonna post the video on YouTube as a short. That's gonna lead to there. And we're also gonna post it on TikTok on our own account. So you're gonna create a YouTube account, TikTok account, and an Instagram account, which you should already have anyway, based on all the other training that you've done. But the difference here is these are all videos. I'm gonna add one more. There's 4 places you can use that video. Pinterest. Videos on Pinterest really stand out because usually it's images. So that beauty of a video that you did, and this is where if you do it in like the portrait mode, which is what this one is, that's portrait mode, then you can post that easily on YouTube Shorts, not YouTube, but YouTube Shorts. And I mean, when you have a YouTube channel, if anything that you post in portrait mode that's under like a minute, or I think it's 90 seconds actually, it'll go into YouTube Shorts. If you want to see what that looks like, go here. It kind of looks like TikTok when you get in here. Oop. Or it doesn't load at all. Hang on. Probably put the wrong URL. Here it is, Shorts. So you can see that YouTube Shorts looks exactly like TikTok. Kind of like Instagram Reels looks exactly like TikTok. But when you create an account and you start posting, YouTube is dying for these videos. So your nice little product video here will actually get some traction right in here. And then you can go to TikTok, of course. And you can post them here. In your own account, you just upload. And then you can go to Instagram. And you can post in here too. You can upload very easily. Just click the create button. And then you basically drag and drop and create a new post. So 1, 2, 3, and then Pinterest as well is where you can post. You guys know how to do all these because we've done them so much in the past. And if you don't know how, go back to some of the previous challenges and you'll see a bunch of those. Somebody saying, where did you get that sales page from? Well, that's my Etsy shop. That's a sales page. I got a bad review too. Somebody ordered a mug back in November and I didn't even know. And apparently it didn't process automatically through Gearbubble, so I actually didn't send it. So they got pissed off. And so this store is basically trash, but it's just a dummy store with one listing. But yeah, this page is just my Etsy shop for one of my, that I used as a demo in the last one. I think I used this one, pretty sure. So going back here, that's what you can do. The downside of this method, this particular one using videos, is you have to do it all manually, which is a lot of work. But you can put like a reminder on a calendar, just say post this video here, post this video here, post this video here, and then you'll get notifications by email and kind of on your phone. If you use Google Calendar, you can just create reminders for each one and then just log into the account and do it. Some of these, like I think it's TikTok, you can put it into draft mode. So you could upload them all now, but you don't set them live until you're ready to go. Same with YouTube, you could put it into a private or unlisted video. And then when you want it to, actually YouTube, you can schedule it, but you have to schedule it within the dashboard. TikTok, you can't. Instagram, you can't, as far as I know, unless they changed that recently. And Pinterest, you can't really schedule them. So that's all the manual side with video. But the one that I wanted to talk about the most today was getting people to this page by straight up hustle. So when I say straight up hustle, I mean, we can post to our own social media accounts, but if I have a social media account and there's like nobody on it, if I have like 1 follower or 2 followers, I'm not going to get any traffic at all. Same with Facebook. If I post on there and I don't really have a big following, then it's not going to work. Same with YouTube. If you don't have a big following and you post on there, you're not really going to see much until you start getting a good following. So what we want to do is we want to say, okay, we know social media works, but we don't have a following. So to solve the problem, we go and we borrow followings. So what we do is called influencer marketing. But I'm going to show you the way to do it for free right now. And if you think about influencer marketing, we're going to have to give something up to the person, but we start low and then we go up from there. So we are going to go to places like YouTube first, and then we're going to go to TikTok, and then we're going to go to Instagram, then we're even going to go to Twitter, and then we're going to go to Pinterest, and we're actually going to contact influencers and make them an offer to promote our product. So the offers that we can promote are, we're going to start with a free custom name necklace, okay? And I'm going to talk about this as I do it, but we're going to start with YouTube. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to usually people who, like, say I want to sell a wife necklace. Usually I would contact males and I would get them to sell it on their channel. However, there is a way for females to sell this too, because they can do a little video or a short of it and say, like, I wish I got this from my husband, because odds are a lot of these females have big followings and they're a mix of male and female. So we got to find big users on YouTube. So what you want to do is start with like a niche. So we could start with something like, this is huge, by the way, a makeup tutorial. And the reason I put this is that all of these big influencers on YouTube, or creators are called on YouTube, they're used to getting free products and they're used to promoting them to their following. So what we're going to do is find like 3 of these to start. We're going to do 3 from each one. We're going to contact them and we're going to make them an offer. And then we're actually going to put a little reminder follow-up to follow up in a week if they don't respond. So this is what I call the hustle method, because it takes a lot of hustle to do this. But if you don't really have a budget, if you don't really want to run paid ads, and you can't really run paid ads to Etsy anyway, because we can't really track them, then what we want to do is get our product out in front of people by borrowing the followings of these big influencers. Okay, so the easy way to do this too is go to filters on YouTube and to go by like view count. And then you can see there's shorts too, 5.4 million, 294, 8.3. These are good ones to contact because they are shorts. So you could say, let's open that new tab. We're just going to do a little bit of research, see if we can find the contact info. And this is from Young Couture. Probably killed that, but so let's click on that. And this is her channel. She has 464,000 subscribers, and she's basically doing all makeup tutorials. So what we're going to do is go here, and we're going to go to About, and then we can view their address. And you're not a robot. Submit. So there it is. So let's go copy that email address. And then we're going to do a little sheet here. Sheets are our friend. This is going to be, I'm going to call it custom name necklace influencer hustle method. So here we're going to put the channel name, or I'll just put name, link, then we'll put email, and then email 1 sent, and then email 2. All right, and then we could even put like niche in there too if we wanted. So her name is, I guess, Young Couture. So let's put this in here. That's her email. And then we'll go back here. We'll just grab our channel link. just show you something cool in a second too. So email 1, what the heck do we say to this lady? You know, how do we get her to want to promote our product? How do we spin it? How do we shape this? I'll tell you in a second once I make this pretty. Bold. White. Oh, fill is black. There we go. I'll just freeze this. So view, freeze one row. There we go. All right, so I'm at email 1. What the heck do I send her? Well, let's go here. And let's go to our email, but let's go to the email for the store. So I'm going to send her here. So I want it to be the same. Now, for me to send it here is probably not going to work because I already have a shitty review, but I'm going to do it anyway, just to show you guys. And they might even mention that, and then I can like explain what happened. But you ultimately, you want to have a store that does not have a bunch of crappy reviews because that's a bad thing. So let's go into my account for this. Okay, and then I'm going to go compose to her. And now I need a subject line and I need a message. So what am I going to say? I don't know. What can I use here? Oh yeah, there's this little thing called artificial intelligence. Watch this. Write an email to a YouTube creator asking if they want to promote my custom name necklace on their channel in exchange for a free custom name necklace. Let's see what they say. Dear YouTube creator, I hope this email finds you well. I'm reaching out to you because I notice you have a large engaged audience on your YouTube channel. I'm the owner of a small business that specializes in custom name necklaces. I was wondering if you'd be interested in promoting my product on your channel in exchange for a free custom name necklace for you. I believe that my custom name necklaces would be a great fit for your audience and would add value to your content. In exchange, I'd be happy to send you a free one with the name of your choice. Please let me know if you're interested. I look forward to hearing from you. Blah, 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 blah. So, well, that's cool. Paste. Oh, you know what? I'm going to undo that because I want to paste this plain text. There. Now, instead of YouTube creator, I'm going to swap out her name here. And I mean, ultimately, if I could find her real name, that would probably be better. And I could if I spend a little bit of time here, but... Doot. I could even do this. PS. Here's a link to the product I'm talking about. And let's, I don't know what this is. This is where I'm kind of running a risk because there's only one crap review on there, but you never know. And you know what? I'm not even going to put a link in there because I don't want them to think I'm spamming them. And I don't even know the name of my store. Bath Sterling. There we go. And then I need a subject. So, oh crap, what do I put for a subject? A computer, right? 3 subject lines for the above email. Ooh. Collaboration opportunity, promote our custom name necklace. Okay. Give me 3 more. Actually, I do like this one. First one is the best. Because it says what I'm doing right in it. It's like collaboration opportunity. It's perfect. Paste. And then I go with the old bye-bye. sent. So then I go back here and I go email sent on 12-22-2022. Follow up. That was 7 days. Oops. Forgot. This Excel or Google Sheets is not as smart as the other. So I'll just go, well, I had 7, so 12-7 days is the 29th-2022. And then I can add a reminder to a Google Calendar to say, follow up on email to Young Couture if I want. So if I go there, I go to Google. Then I could add an event on the 27th, 29th. Task. Then I could even go here and say, okay. See if it can do that. Boom! We don't even have to write freaking emails anymore. This thing writes them way better than I can. Plus, there's no spelling mistakes, which I make all the time. That's perfect. So, dear Young Couture, hope this email finds you well. I wanted to follow up on the email I sent a few days ago about the opportunity for you to promote my custom name necklace business on your channel in exchange for a free custom name necklace. I understand that you may be busy and may not have had a chance to respond yet, but I wanted to remind you of this opportunity and express my continued interest in working with you. I believe that my custom name necklaces would be a great fit for your audience and add value to your content. In exchange for your promotion, I'd be happy to send you a free custom name necklace with the name of your choice. I'd love the opportunity to discuss this further with you and see if this collaboration is a good fit for both of us. Please let me know if you're available for a call or if you have any questions about the offer. Look forward to hearing from you. How freaking professional is that? Like, for you guys have got my emails, right? You know how crappy they are. This is gold. Just freaking gold. There you go. So I'll get a notification of that on the 29th. But it's not all day. I can even put the time. Does not repeat. Save. Boom. Done. So basically now it's on the 29th, I can be like, why'd I get that email? Oh yeah, I gotta send them a follow-up. And I go over here to my sent, and it's right in there. So now I've got my base email, I got my follow-up emails ready to go, and now I can move on to the second one. And I can go, okay, let's go back to that page. All right, makeup tutorial. Who else is on here? Power of makeup. There are so many views in the makeup niche. It is freaking insane. So that's makeup, right? So then I could go here and I could go, what else could we do? And let's go here, go to filters, by view count, so we'll find the big ones. But we can even go by filters and go by channel. So 40. Let's find the big ones. Actually, it might be easier to go by just video. So 25 million views on this one, Quantum Tech HD. Genius woodworking tips and hacks that work extremely well. Nice. Carving venom out of wood. Wow. How to make a wooden katana from hard flooring. I like to make stuff. Do you like to sell stuff? Let's find out. Let's go to the channel. I should have clicked on the channel, not the video. So I like to make stuff has 3.31 million with an M subscribers. Damn. I want this guy to promote my thing. So I'm gonna go here. And his name is what? That's an awesome name. I like to make stuff. That's perfect. And their email, about, view email, not a robot, business at I like to make stuff. Copy that, paste. And now, same thing. Maybe we'll just do 2 per social media site because I'm going to run out of time. All right, so let's go here. We got their email. Let's go to our email. And let's copy this. Let's compose a new one. Paste. Grab that. Copy. Paste. Oh, I lost the thing off my... what? I could find his name to make this even better. I'm sure it's on here. Yeah, this dude does stuff, so I might have to pay. Just don't send cash check, ask for stickers or merchandise. Check out the store. Let's go about. Bob Claggett likes to make stuff. All right, so I know his name. So I'm gonna add a little thing here, which I should have done. And one thing you don't want to do is spell their name wrong, because that's just the worst. It happens to me so much that I'm used to it, but I lost such a thing. Claggett, okay. C-L-A-G-E-T-T. Okay, I got it. Then I'll go here. Dear Bob. Send. And now I'm going to go here. I'm going to go same. I'm going to put a follow-up 7 days later. And I might, if they have a form on their website, you can use that too. But then I can just go here and go. I mean, you don't really have to put that in there, but it helps you. There we go. So I got some stuff to do on the 29th. Now, YouTube, I mean, you could just spend all your time here doing this. And you could skip TikTok, you could skip Instagram, you could skip Twitter, you could skip Pinterest. Just do this. Just ask 5 people a day. If you ask 5 people a day, 5 times a week, that's 25 people a week. At least a couple of them are going to actually respond, and at least one is going to do it. So a couple tips here too. The bigger the channel, the more they're going to expect. And if this guy has a page on his website that talks about sponsorships, odds are he's going to want payment as well. So that makes it a little harder to do. But another option is to go here, or go here, no, here. And instead of sorting by view count, you can sort by, let's look for subscribers. It's not on here. Like, I'm looking for smaller channels. So if I go to, scroll down, keep scrolling. Hard to find them with woodworking because the channels are so friggin' big. Yeah, like I'm not seeing anything below. Well, there's a couple slightly below 1 million. That's a pretty broad keyword too. Let's go by, well, let's go by channel. And then what I'm looking for is like a smaller channel. Like this guy, he's got 40 subscribers. Probably not even worth it. But this guy is 1,1700. That might be worth it. Something around the 5,000 subscriber count is one where 5,000 and below, they're not really making much money or any money. There's one, 3. But you're also, it's a trade-off. Like even this one, Michael Alm, he's at about 500,000. So he's probably just getting into deals now. Or he's been in it for a while, 1.54. Basically what I'm saying is like the more subscribers they have, the more you're gonna have to give them. The less subscribers they have, the less you're gonna have to give them. So you can, there's like a fine line in between, kind of like the peak of subscribers where they'll just take a free one to do it. But there's a lot of channels that want money to do it, and you can negotiate with them. And if you think about negotiating with an influencer, you got to say, you know, here's what I want. I want a short, YouTube short, post on your channel, or I want a video at least 2 minutes long with you reviewing this, saying how much you love it, and then putting a link to my shop in your description to buy it. And that, the beauty of those is they live on YouTube forever. So once they put it up once, you pay once, it's on their channel forever. You could even say it's got to stay up on your channel in perpetuity. All right, that is, like I said, I love this one. I love YouTube because YouTube's like my favorite thing ever lately. But we can also do this on TikTok. So in here, you're going to search and you're going to go for something like, and again, you can go through a whole bunch of different, there, relationship advice. You can go through a whole bunch of different niches on here, but texting 101 feminine energy edition, book a call with me to start your feminine energy. I don't know what that is. So that's probably a coach. And she has how many followers? 314 comments on that one. That's pretty good. This is her name. 200,000 followers. And we want to find oh, she got this. Okay. The Feminine Dating Academy course. Okay. Email. There we go. So for her, I just popped open an email over here. So this is a relationship advice. This might be for dating. So I'm going to go back here for a sec. I'm going to go back to TikTok and I'm going to put this. That's better. And what we got, it's got a lot of views, holy crap. Oh, here's one. I don't know why, but this guy, the backwards hat, caught my attention. Jimmy Knowles, Wife Addicted to Plants, Solutions Alcohol, Life Translate. Okay, this might be a really good one. 334,000 followers, 4.1 million likes. It's got videos that got like a decent amount. So we'll go to his link tree. He's got a YouTube channel, Spotify, TikTok, video, Instagram. Okay, so let's go here. Here's the email. Copy email address. All right, so we're gonna go with this guy. And this is Jimmy Knowles. The link, I'll put that in a second. And here I'm going to get the link to his, let's go back, He's got a YouTube channel too. Let's just see that for a second. Let's see, this would be a good one. He's big on TikTok and he's got subscribers on YouTube as well. So you might even be able to say, look, if you put it on YouTube, let's start on TikTok, and if you get traction, we'll go to YouTube as well for you. Let's go back here. I want to get to his page. Oh, can't go back anymore. Sure, got his name. What the heck? Try this. There he is. I just want to link to his TikTok. There. Just for my records. There. And then the email. And the follow-up. Well, let's actually do the email first. Jimmy on relationships. Copy. Oh, I don't know why I copied that already, because I gotta copy this first. So compose to there. And I do want you guys to see how long this takes too, because it will pretty much give you a reason why we use paid traffic a lot, because we don't have to spend time doing this. Now, somebody's already saying, could I outsource this? Yes, you 100% could. Shoot a video of you doing it, and shoot a video of how to do everything. There we go, send. And hire a VA to do it. In fact, I've got a few deals already on my YouTube channel, and I know it's like a copy-paste thing from someone, from a VA, but I don't care. And then that, and then copy, then add your follow-up. Might make more sense to put their email address in here, but we'll just go in. There. So we got one in TikTok. Let's get another one. Let's move these over a bit. Let's find another relationship person in TikTok. Let's go with marriage. Let's go to accounts. Here we go. This is way easier. So soul marriage advice, 58,000 followers. Create a beautiful marriage and work through challenges. That's actually good. 91, 104. Load more. 59. Marriage humor. 600. Okay, I like that one. Follow us on YouTube, IG, Marriage Humor. Okay, so I might have to go there to get her info. Got to be a little bit of a sleuth here to find them. Oh, that's not easy. Might have run into a wall here with this one because let's click one and see. Let's see. Trying to find their contact info. Maybe it's under this. Mel's Chris. Let's try that. The good part, if they're hard to find, they're there. If they're hard to find, it's a good thing because it means they're not really into the whole sponsorship thing yet. Details, follow us. Poop. They got everything on here except how to freaking reach them. Which sucks. How am I supposed to get a hold of you? I mean, I can message them on Instagram, but I'd rather email. It's easier to keep track of. Okay, so they might be a dud. Yeah, so you're going to run into that. I'm kind of glad we did because it gives you an idea of what we have to do sometimes. So let's go marriage. There was 3 guys that I know of on here that do some funny ones. I think it was, yeah, this is a guy. Expert marriage tip. I love this guy. The Chad. Yeah, okay, here we go. This guy I want to do. Chad Sexton. So let's grab his thing here. Doot. So we're here. And if they have this beacons.ai or Linktree, odds are, oh yeah. My church, join my community. Email buddy, where's your email? TikTok. He's got apparel. If you're gonna be a creator, make it easy to frickin' email you, for the love of God. That is annoying. Come on, man. Can't reach them because they're an AI account. Oh, the other one. Oh yeah, it could have been. You know what? I wish you were a guy who put your email address somewhere. Well, I could message him too. Looks like he's on here. Or block. Yeah, that's super annoying. If you're gonna be, come on, like, I don't want to send a stupid Instagram. I don't like doing that, but I'm gonna have to. So, whatever. Let's go to this one. Now, do I have? See, when I send this, it's gonna come from PPC Coach. So I don't think I have, or do I? Well, that's the wrong one. I don't think I have the right account. Am I missing it? Like TikTok, Instagram, Cameo. Maybe Facebook is there. Oh, there it is. Chat 6 and 7. Now, this is going to be iffy as hell. And why is it going to a mobile version? Is my next question. But, whatever. I'm going to try it. Not impressed with you, buddy. You got to make it easier. I seriously doubt that's... If I get a response to that email, I will be shocked. So if you're going to contact them on Instagram, make sure it's from the same account name as your store, which I'm not logged into and I don't want to spend the time trying to find because I can't remember what the login is. I think I have one, but I can't, like, that's a dummy store for me too, so I don't know. So let's just try this. There we go. Okay, so 2-22-2022, and in here, calendar. I'm gonna do that and it's easier. And time-wise, I'll put 12:30. Boom. Save. There we go. So I've got 4 things. Now I'm going to go to Instagram. Actually, I'm going to skip Instagram because I am not logged in there. But you're going to do the same thing on Instagram. So you're going to search and you go like something like marriage advice, because this is to my wife, right? So there's all these posts. Hashtag marriage advice is a hashtag on Instagram. So you can sort through those, or you can go really married. Well, it's too small. Not bad, they might do it, but pretty small. Or we can explore. That's not quite as easy. This is it is from Facebook, so it is wonky. Because Facebook is not the best place for searching for stuff. Well, it's got a blue check mark. Maybe that's a good thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Mindful MT. She's got a link tree. Pre-order a book. Take the quiz, online group building, mindful newsletter. Join me for a book session. Yeah, there's an email here somewhere. NewYorkCouplesCounseling.com/about-contact. Oh, they're legit. Nice. So it is New York Couples Counseling. So this is her website. That's definitely her. So I might have to send it through here. So that's fine. I'm going to get her in here. Move this over here. And her name was this is where we get to the point where we got too many freaking, there it is. Ooh, there's a bunch. She looks like the face of it, so based on that, that's her, right? I would say. Let's put her in here. Now, I'm thinking the therapist might not do it. But who knows? It's worth a shot. Although, based on my experience, the therapist is not going to monetize anything except their therapy. So let's try it. What brings you in? Well, kind of want you to sell my crap. That's what brings me in. Where'd my... There it is. Getting too many tabs open. Oh, you know what I sent? That should have said TikTok. Make sure you change that. Oops. Well, those probably won't respond, the other ones. Of course you will. And here's where I don't get through. Let's put a fake one. But it is what it is. So now this one, I really don't have a way to follow up. So I'm going to leave that blank. I'm going to put a note here. I doubt this one will work. But I did it because who knows, right? It could be one that actually gets me the most sales ever. So I would do another one from Instagram. Make sure you edit your emails like I did not. Now, the last place I'm going to go is actually Pinterest. So let's slide this over. Slide this over. Slide this over. Let's start cleaning this up a bit too. Just because I'm getting too many open and it might freeze up my browser. Okay, that's a little cleaner. Now, let's go to Pinterest. No, not my Facebook account. Holy, can you let me friggin' search? That's all I want to do. Okay, search. Let's find this. What the heck is this? Wattpad? You have my attention. Huh? Okay, that's a Gigantic's website. Top 5 dating. I don't know what that is. I think you get the idea though. You can go through these pins. 12 habits that lead to divorce. Katie, a simpler life, 9.9k followers. I mean, one other solution is this. Who are the top marriage creators on Pinterest. The best wedding and Pinterest board accounts to follow. Well, actually, that's a pretty good idea too, because weddings are huge on there. Etsy weddings, Hitched, Storyboard, Laurel weddings, Florist Company, .3 followers, 220 following. We're in the UK. So, I mean, we could find people like this on Pinterest. I don't know that a business is going to want to do it, but you never know. So it might be worth a shot. Like I said, I want to give you options. So the 5 are like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. Find the one you like working with the most. The most. For me, it's YouTube, because I can navigate everything. I can find their contact info. I know when somebody's going on YouTube and posting stuff, they're doing it for 2 reasons. The first is they want to eventually earn some revenue from it. And the second thing is they want to share their expertise or their knowledge. Sometimes those are reversed. But TikTok as well. I don't know why they're going on TikTok as much. Maybe it's just a vanity thing. Instagram is 100% vanity. I don't know that. I know people are making money on there too. Twitter is like have to argue with people online. Pinterest is more like, oh, I saw this cool thing, let's post it. So if you can find like boards on Pinterest of people who are into weddings, and then you can contact them if they have a good following and get them to make a pin for you, that's a good option. So like I said, my top 2 are YouTube and TikTok, with YouTube being number 1 because it is a search engine. The people are on YouTube because they do want to make money. Like, they're there for a reason, right? So I like that. I like that a lot. And it's easy to find, easy to contact them, all that good stuff. So find the one you like the best, offer them a free necklace in exchange for a promotion of your necklace, track it all with a Google Sheet, use ChatGPT to write the message you're going to send them, follow up a week later, put that follow up into Google Calendar, use ChatGPT to write a follow up message to them. So this is something that I haven't showed you guys before. You can see I spent, like almost 40 minutes, and I've only got 5 done. So it is also something you could easily outsource to a virtual assistant. Again, you're gonna have to pay the virtual assistant, but if you want to do that, you just shoot a video of you doing it and explaining what you're doing and what you're looking for, and then get them to repeat the process. So when you're doing like standard operating procedures, videos are great. Checklists are also great. So step 1, go to YouTube. Step 2, type in marriage advice. Step 3, find 20 creators who have at least between 2,000 and 10,000 subscribers to their channel. Step 4, get the email address. Step 5, update the Excel sheet with their name, link, channel name, channel link, their name, their email, and then step 6, send them an email from here, from your account. Now, how to email from the account, that might be an issue, but they could just say they're an admin or the assistant to you, so they could send it from their own account. Or you could even create them another account called like your store name -assistant at gmail.com or store name .assistant at gmail.com, and give them that account to send emails from, and put the reply to as your email. So then you can deal with everybody that they get. So you can hire the VA to do this whole marketing process for you, because as you can see, it takes a lot of hustle to do it. But if you're dedicated, and if you can spend like maybe an hour a day doing this 5 days a week, that's 5 hours of marketing that you're putting into your site. You're going to get some bites, and you're going to get some good ones. And then, so somebody just said, well, what happens when somebody says yes? Well, that's where you go to your store, your shop, and you order one. And you can't order one through your credit card, but if you go in incognito mode, you can. So just order one, send it on the shipping information, get their shipping information and send it to them. And then say, once you get it, shoot the video, and then just let me know when you're ready and when you plan on posting this. And there is some follow-up and back and forth involved, but you can develop some really good long-term relationships with these influencers. And as they grow, they'll probably respect that, you know, you approach them when they were smaller maybe, or if they're bigger, they're just in it for the business anyway. So like I said, some of them might say, yeah, sure, send me one, but I also want like $50. Well, to me, that's worth it, because as long as they have enough potential traffic that they can send me, because I'm used to spending like 50 to $100 testing something with a Facebook ad or with a TikTok ad and it not working at all. So I don't mind doing that. So it's kind of, that's where you're getting into the paid side, but you got to offer them something and start low and then add up and negotiate with them as you go. All right. I'm going to take some questions here and then probably close it off. So does that work for you guys? Did you see how I worked through that? Just give me one in the chat box if you think that's pretty cool and you're going to attempt it on your own. And yeah, there is comments. Yeah, YouTube is my favorite because it's just the easiest to use, easiest to find things, and you have people that are in the right mindset. The second thing is what's coming up next. So we are now a couple days away from Christmas as of shooting this video. If you're watching it later, Christmas may have passed already, but the next big event is Valentine's Day, and there's going to be 2 challenges that I'm going to run for Valentine's Day. The one is going to start the first Thursday of January, and the second one will start the first Thursday of February, and there will be no cutoff time for the second one. So you could sell stuff right up until midnight on February 13th. So a little teaser for you there. You want to stick around, believe me, you definitely want to stick around. With these new custom name necklaces, with the old stuff, with the new supplier that just came on board in awkward styles, like holy crap. So I think ShineOn made a post the other day about they sold like $1 million in a day. That's awesome. That's wild. That's crazy. But a lot of their product is out there now. So like the interlocking knot or the interlocking hearts or the love knot, that's out there. A lot of people have seen it. A lot of people may have bought it. If we can now say, okay, let's do a variation of that product with a new company, and we could even have like the same message cards, that's going to work really, really well. So that same person that bought a love knot might buy a variation that ShineOn doesn't have available, or Gear Bubble doesn't have available. So we can go with a new shop or a new supplier in the business that's well respected, and that's what I'm going to show you in the next one. Just to keep all your eggs in multiple baskets and not put them all in one, because it's not just stores and platforms that we have to use, it's also suppliers, because who knows when a supplier just decides, yeah, I'm going to leave the business. I'm going to pass it on to somebody else and let them handle it. And then that other person shifts gears and goes and focuses 100% on a platform that you don't want to be on. Well, then you're not going to want to work with that company anymore. So I don't know what the plans are long term, but what if ShineOn decides, okay, we got to this point, you know what, I'm done. I'm going to sell this. So he sells it to a big company, and that big company changes everything. Well, you don't want to be left holding the bag and going, crap, I liked how it was, not how it's going to be. So these are all things that you have to think about as a business owner, that things will change. So you want to be prepared. You want to have multiple suppliers, multiple platforms, multiple traffic sources, so that when one goes down, it doesn't completely cripple you. So this is speaking from experience, having gone through this multiple times with multiple different businesses that I've ran online. I've had times where my first business secured loan leads. The whole industry went down. And the supplier, well, the guy who was paying us, turned out to be kind of a dick after a while, and he was really gouging us on price, and we didn't really have too many options in place until people noticed what he was doing, and they started out competing companies, and then a lot of us went to the competing companies just because we're like, yeah, we didn't like that. So it's always good to have options. So I'm going to leave you with that. Finally, I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. I don't know if that's politically correct or not, but I'm going to say it anyway. Have a great one. Enjoy time with your families. We're going to be up and running first Thursday of January with the first Valentine's Day challenge. and then we're going to run a second one in February. Like I said, it's going to run right up till the cutoff date of like literally 11:59 p.m. Eastern, or midnight on the 14th is when you can sell this stuff till. So you're going to love it. I got a lot of tricks up my sleeve, and I can't wait to show you. All right, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll talk to you on, well, I'll be on the forums too. I'm always on there. So post any questions you have, and do your journals too, please, because they're really, I got that store up to like 15 sales so far, and I wouldn't have done that store if I weren't doing the journals. And I mean, Etsy is a long-term play, but if you journal it, it'll keep you involved. So speaking of which, I got to get some more products up on Etsy, on that store, so I can add to my journal. All right, everybody have a great day, have great holidays, and we'll talk to you very soon. Thanks, everyone.